over stream. Feel free to tell me if anything isn't working. I'm very much hoping it will, though. The game is a little bit quiet right now. I think the music's a good bit quieter.
It's just Eileen.
Yeah, the music's a good bit quieter than the dialogue. That's fine. Kind of how I prefer it, honestly. Just to make sure that mixing is always good. Hopefully my internet isn't a problem. And I think
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of.
the days when color printers
I
are
have nowhere I
fancy.
need to go right now.
Oh, wait, you don't? Huh, I could have sworn I was supposed to go somewhere. Hey Eileen, what was I doing again?
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Because I don't remember. I guess I was talking to you about stuff.
Any ideas about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
Beats me. Maybe he found what he was looking for. Or it found him.
Ooh,
Did you just
ominous.
quote a tagline from one of those cheesy horror novels?
Maybe.
I mean, you know, you're not probably wrong, though.
I wonder what was so special about Lily Myers. Well, besides her being a talented artist who drowned herself in a lake.
I bet there's some secret about her art. Let's hope Charles Wade has some answers.
What do you think of this cocky person?
Well, the nickname makes me think of, you know, boy parts.
And you call yourself a Christian.
I know. Seriously, how dare you know? That's pretty amusing. Totally not what I thought, too. Though, regardless of that, it's still... I know that's not what's intended. Well, it's kind of what's intended.
Any ideas how to get in touch with Charles Wade?
His daughter is probably our best shot. There must be some way to get her on our side.
Yeah. Either by convincing her or tricking her somehow.
I'm being kind of derpy. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely being kind of derpy. Chat room is hopefully working. I might try re-popping it out. I know, like, I've been super paranoid about my chat room not working. I currently am not seeing any messages, but maybe no one said anything yet. I'll give it another couple minutes and I'll try restarting it if nothing pops up.
What do you think of Lily Myers' art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being
Yeah, I started... Oh, jeez. Also, my
recognized
internet's
as an
not being
artist.
great.
Yeah. I doubt there was ever a chance for that to happen. Wade bought everything shortly after she died. I only got a chance to see this one picture. Wasn't all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Cultist
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
Like the fact that those will-o-wisp things are real.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They're super evil,
They
right?
seem like an okay bunch to me.
No.
Just your regular old Christians. My kind of crowd.
They're
That's
not,
just
though.
it. They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo,
I
too.
don't know, they don't seem that normal
It could
to
just
me.
be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a triangle.
I don't believe in coincidences, E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain. Captain Rain of the USS Dignity. Here to save the galaxy.
That'd be rad.
Oh,
I'd play
please,
that.
kill me now.
Oh, what? No. I freaking love cheesy, like, space nonsense. That's my favorite kind of space, is, like, the over... It's kind of a shame, because, unfortunately, it's gone out of style, because it doesn't really make sense, or I feel like it has, but I love cheesy nonsense, like, 80s space, like, you know, Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, kind of nonsense. I mean, you guys have seen me play Disgaea. Captain Gordon, while being a bit of a dumbass, is also like just it's great. I freaking love the whole like super. So what am I doing? That isn't right. Not Discord, Twitch is what I'm trying to open. Am I even streaming? Looks like I'm streaming. Yeah, okay, good. I'll just re-pop out chat then.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
But I'm not investigating anything yet. Was there something else I was supposed to do with her computer, I wonder? Have I shown
Hey,
her all
E,
my items?
sure thing. I already showed her. She basically... Trust me, I've tried. E is the epitome of purity. No tobacco, no fast food, no alcohol.
Good for her.
She basically rejects everything awesome.
I mean, 2 out of those 3 I very much agree on, and honestly, I mostly try and avoid fast food myself, but, you know.
Look what I got last week, E.
Wow.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
so well.
I already showed her that. Anything? I think I already showed her
I already
everything.
Dave really came through for me.
Yeah.
I don't need to...
Yeah, I
I
guess
already
I have pretty much shown her everything. Okay, so there's
I should get
nothing
back.
really
Okie
to talk to her about.
Nah, I have...
I don't have anywhere to go.
I'm no geek, but I know...
What the heck am I doing? I haven't used VoiceForge, but I don't even know how I would use that. Image analyzer. I guess the question is there anything else I can get onto the, anything else I should put onto the scanner?
This picture is in good shape. I don't think it needs to be analyzed.
Alright. What about the church brochure?
No use in scan...
No?
No use in...
It doesn't really seem like she
Color
wants
printer.
to scan those. I could have sworn I had somewhere I was supposed to go. Drag and drop audio files. How do I even put in audio files, though? Oh! Right, my tape thing here.
The tapes can be put directly in the scanner.
Okay, cool. So that's how that works. Gotcha.
I don't see any need to scan this tape.
Maybe the one that's currently in it. The, answering machine tape. I don't really remember why, but pretty clearly this is what I'm supposed to do. Alright, sorry about that initial derpiness, guys. It's been a little bit, and well, not only that, I think I kind of never really realized that I could scan the tapes, which was maybe my bad. That's not really how a scanner works. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know if there was scanners that could, scan tapes. That doesn't make sense to me, but, I mean, I've never really used a computer this old, for anything that wasn't starting a DOS game. Oh, wait, what am I doing? VoiceForge. There we go. Found 5 distinct voices, separated into sections. Analyzing a bit. Analysis complete.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Okay. Analyzing? Please wait. Man, I sure do love technology. I love analyzing things.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles, I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon.
Something about the way
All
you
the
say
best.
that's still
Bye.
unsettling to me.
I should probably greet my intended recipient first.
Oh, I think I understand what I'm trying to do, maybe? Oh no, internal error. I can't do this one. Oh, wow. That's pretty creepy.
What the hell? Calm down, Kathy. Think. Just think. It has to be some sick joke left in the program by Dave. Yeah, that must be it. He is one twisted fuck.
I don't know about that. It'd be interesting if that was the case.
I don't think I
but-
need to manipulate this particular voice recording.
I mean, I don't really think he could or would know to do that in that exact... It's like, that is a very specific instance for that to happen.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
I don't think I need to... I don't think...
Okay, so it's good that she tells me which ones I do and don't need to use, because, I still don't fully understand what I am trying to do in this section of the thing.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards.
I don't think I
They
need to
got it all wrong.
Okay,
You're the only one I trust now.
so I don't need to do that one.
Call me back as soon as you can.
Okay, so there's only one I need to manipulate, which is number 2. Wait, well, I say that. What about number 1?
I don't think I need...
Okay, no, literally only number 2.
Now that's just morbid.
Okay. Clearly I'm not supposed to do that. I feel like I was supposed to figure out why I'm doing this before I actually started doing it, because, I will be perfectly honest and say I still don't know what I'm doing. Where did I even find that hello? Here we are. Hello, Charles?
I'm greeting Charles Wade with his own voice? That makes no sense.
If you say so.
I don't need a computer to talk to myself. I do that enough as it is.
Aw. If you say so. I thought it was useful. So who are we greeting? You don't want to do Joseph. Oh, wait.
Could work, but I doubt I'd ever have a reason to address a priest with this voice.
Okay,
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Hello, firstborn. I'm not an alien. Do not speak.
I should probably greet my intended...
Okay, hello... Erica?
I should let the recipient know who is speaking with this voice.
It's... Charles.
I should probably mention myself.
Give... Okay, so I'm starting to get the idea. I'm convincing that Charles Wade's daughter, to talk to me.
I should probably ask Erica to...
Give... What can she give Kathy Rain?
I should probably ask Erica...
You're saying that is not what you want me to ask her to do. Okay. This is kind of cool, but kind of, like, difficult. It reminds me a lot of play. Funny enough, with this being a point-and-click adventure, this reminds me of, like, much older adventures. Like, this is basically, like, a text-based adventure, but instead of, just having the entire game in text, I have a very specific part, which I like. I mean, I have a very specific part that, benefits from very specific text commands, which I have all before me. Oh, these are all alphabetical, I just noticed. So, David, Cafe, Rain, Hope?
I should probably...
No.
I should probably...
Okay. Visit... Kathy Rain. I don't think that's right. I'm like 90% sure that isn't right, but
I don't think I need to mention visits just yet. Making Erica agree to have a civil conversation should be enough for now.
Okay. Is there anything that says, like, talk? I'm kind of bad at this, so I'm being a little quiet during this section. Thought to visit. Thankfully, the thinking. No. There's no talk. Oh, listen to Kathy Rain. Where's my name?
Almost. Just a few more tweaks.
Okay, so she probably, if you don't, I
That should
imagine... Okay, well, not exactly what I was thinking. Normalizing voice patterns. Wow, it can do that. This thing is pretty amazing that it can make, like, the voices actually sound right. I'm curious to see if it doesn't just sound stupid and robotic.
Alright,
Oh.
the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape.
Okay, so how does... Let's see, let's, combine it with the tape recorder and see how it sounds.
Nah, no need to record.
Oh,
Not right now. I have the forged message ready for... Not right now.
okay, so I don't get to just listen to it on my own. I guess I need to, do the calling first. Well, time to solve the puzzle.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Oh, shit.
That action doesn't seem...
No, how do I...
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
You know, the things you added in doesn't seem much more productive than what I was trying to do, but sure.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain. I spoke to your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would call ahead. You can reach me at 555-8352. Bye.
Amazing.
Your move, Erica.
Then again, she did mention her father. I mean, we do know that her father is super old, and all that stuff.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Yeah.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work. Well, time for a break. Gotta eat something before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll stay here and keep digging.
Alright, see you in a bit.
That sure was some adventure game logic there, and I gotta say, I can't really complain. I had fun with that puzzle.
Hey,
Hey,
I honestly, I feel bad I'm not saying that much for
So,
Dr.
any
Ray
progress
Myers.
with the
This game
search?
is fun, but, you know, it's true.
yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or
Man.
Rosea falcus. I
Oh.
discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of
That's a
endangered
pretty
plants.
edgy flower
I made a
name.
photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
that's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken.
Nothing to say
And,
about how...
good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what?
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
I mean, in this particular case, she's actually right. I probably should, because I have an important call that I'm waiting for. Very important.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can
Yeah,
do.
you better apologize. Rub it in or accept her apology. I think I should probably not rub it in just for the
Apology
sake of the
accepted.
case.
You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
As much as it would be funny to rub it in. I don't think this game would screw me over for doing that, but it'd be kind of awkward if rub it in and then she just is like, oh, well, I'm not talking to you, bitch. Let's see.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were
pretty
things
sad.
like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together. In a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask. Why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds.
Makes
What happened to
sense.
your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing.
Yep.
But other than that, not much. We never knew
sounds
the
about
family.
That's fine.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
Okay. Hey,
What
Cap.
can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My
Glad to
father
see
is a
my
great
chat
man.
actually
He has
is
So
working.
many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes, it's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Maybe he isn't sick at all. Maybe he too saw an elder god and went crazy and he's like, doctors, can you please kill me? And they're like, no.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell you that. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Curious indeed. So the paintings are still relevant. They're still a thing that's happening, I guess.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy
I
Trinity?
think I've got pretty much what I
It's the
need
one
here.
and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
She's evil.
Anything out
and
of
her
the ordinary
husband
about
is
them?
evil.
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
You seem like a typical evil bitch to me. Oh.
Okay, that's all I needed.
I don't know if
Very
I
well.
have a
Feel free
reason to
call
trust
back
you
if you have any more
anymore.
questions.
You're probably actually Cthulhu.
Right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in
That
the
would be
clinic.
really weird, actually, if that were the
That
case.
was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you are returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
Aw, yeah. Game night. That night, Kathy dreams of electric sheep. Oh, wow.
Turning your pawn into a queen, is that the plan, buddy boy? You know me, I'm always playing the long game, old friend.
Well, things got weird
That may be,
fast.
but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen, then your knight. All that matters is the king. Illusional as always. The king is dead. Long live the king. Check.
What? Okay.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Just Scrabble, just a game
Oh,
between
you.
friends.
Don't be a sore loser.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this.
Huh. That's
You
quite
could
the
also look up the
hunch.
history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get
Usual
right on
things,
it.
I bet.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh,
I-
by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds important. Also, I bet this entire town was built on an Indian burial ground. With Indians that were haunted by Cthulhu ghosts. I don't know. and and Cthulhu ghosts that were haunted by something even more scary than that. I don't know, I'm being dumb.
Eileen gave me this. Might contain useful information if I come across a specimen.
Sure.
It's a
let's
photocopy
read.
of a book page with information about the red scythe flower.
Yeah, read it.
Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts.
Oh no.
Native American tribes harvested and smoked the
Told
plant for that
you.
reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
See, I told you, ancient Native American burial grounds. They're just like, their dead bodies are those flowers or something. I don't really know where I'm going with this.
All right, I'm off.
Aside
Peace
from
out.
poltergeist references.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Let's see. So I have a few places to go. This game's really opening up. I wonder if it's gonna open up more and I'm gonna get like the bottom screen filled with places too, or if this is... It probably will, because these first 4 areas, honestly, were pretty small. Like, I might go back to them some, but I can't imagine having much more use for the sheriff's station. Aside from probably stealing more files. Let's see, clinic, honestly, I'm gonna go to the clinic first, and then probably the church. Or I could have done it the other way around. The church is certainly interesting. Oh, hey, it's that bum! It's the same guy! You! I've got to talk to you. You're my favorite bum. My favorite bum on the Citadel.
Guy who helped me distract Lenny.
Yeah. How's it going, homeless guy?
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
I actually kind of feel
Better
bad
get those
for
balls
this guy.
checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a steak through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Goober,
All right.
that's pretty
I'm
fitting.
Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, what's your story?
What's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Certainly not.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Really?
Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any
Those are
bells.
some pretty good
Kids
knockoff
these days, no
movies.
appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
I know. It certainly is heartbreaking.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
I guess I can just ask him about it. Let's start with Jacob's Bladder. That sounds pretty stupid.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
I've got it.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a
that
big
is
fight with his
sad.
paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
That's too good. I adore Jacob's Bladder. I think that they should make that an actual movie. This game inspired me. I hope it inspired somebody else. To actually, like, if I had the ability to make movies, I would make Jacob's Bladder.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
Well, that was, a thing. That one was a lot less funny, unsurprisingly. The Usual Surprises.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Yeah, that sounds weird. What? Yeah, what's up with all these deaths at the end? I'll ask about the next one, but I'm sure that happens at that one too. That being said, I don't think anything's going to top Jacob's bladder. Let's be honest here. There's just nothing could ever beat that. You can't beat a guy falling in love with his bladder. It just like doesn't make sense, and it's beautiful.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and dies on the operating table.
What an anticlimax. I love it. He just goes and dies.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
I can believe that. That's pretty accurate.
Never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Okay, so now here's actually doing investigation and not just asking a bunch of silly, like, fun conversational bullshit. By the way, hopefully the stream volume is actually working too. I'm hearing a lot of paranoias with the stream stuff not working right.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
I, for some reason, I'm inclined to believe that that's a possibility. I've been saying, like, Elder God stuff the whole time, but what if it was aliens? I mean, that could be the case. It's gotta be something. And it can't always be, like, Cthulhu. Anyways, I agree, Cup. By the way, the sound's good, right? You can hear the game, you can hear me, you can hear, everything.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She can sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Yep. Wait, does that mean you have gotten into a fist fight with her? That's kind of funny.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Probably true.
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Alright.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Okay, yeah, maybe this guy is still pretty full of it. I kind of doubt, that he is actually who I'm looking for. That would be funny if everything he said is actually true.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway.
Oh.
His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, He and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
Alright. I might do that.
See, this guy's got some useful information.
I could, but only if I had a really good reason.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to stun gun this guy. I like him. I do. I like trying that with everyone.
I don't need want to smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Sure.
I don't need to. Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
My face blindness. Yeah, sadly I cannot light him on fire or zap him.
Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, brother. I don't need to show.
Sadly, no, it does not open that.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and Little Ping.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
Alright then. I was hoping you would have stuck with your story that it was aliens, but I guess now, I don't know what to believe with you. But yeah, Dong Pai. Pretty good name.
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Enlightening.
Yeah, it is pretty enlightening. Alright.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I guess she just doesn't enjoy the trash. Yeah, I need to remember I can do that. It sure does sound delicious. Who wouldn't want a Dong Pai?
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Yeah, that's for sure.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. Was expecting
enough.
plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
Well...
A computer. They likely...
Hey, nurse.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest.
So, you want to make out? I hear you're
Excuse
bored.
me, nurse?
I mean, what?
Hey, nurse! Yeah?
They don't pay you much,
They don't
huh?
pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Jeez, someone's a bitch.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of
Yeah.
her somehow.
Oh, is it time? Is it finally time?
MZ?
Yeah.
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
But she would be, like, knocked out and dead if I wanted to go a little further with my crimes. Fine. I guess we won't just use the stun gun on the nurse. You're so boring. Jeez, why does every, like, adventure game protagonist have to be so reasonable these days? You can't just go around, like, murdering everyone and committing crimes just because it's helpful.
I can't read it. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
They're pretty behind, yeah.
Rows and columns of files.
Can I just go, or is she gonna yell at me? Oh, okay.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough. So, I can go, but it's not like it does me
Comfortable,
anything.
hard plastic
Good.
chairs. It's
Do you
My
want
smoke.
smokes? It seems like a good option.
time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Fair enough. Oh, what if I use my stun gun on
I
your
can't do
computer?
anything while she's sitting there.
Okay. Hey Oswald, this one is about Kathy Rain here. She's investigating the strange circumstances around her grandfather going crazy and eventually dying. So basically it's a detective game of sorts. Honestly, it's been pretty fun so far. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't like smoke, so maybe if I smoke by her, she'll go away.
Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much.
Okay, sure, whatever. How do I use
My
them?
smokes. Started when I was.
Okay, can I combine them with myself? Is there any way to just use items? I don't really think there is. Well, most items I can use, it just kind of lets me. So maybe I can't do that. Wait, this isn't for PlayStation. Kathy Rain's for the computer. Like, this is a point-and-click game. It really isn't like Eternal Darkness at all. It's probably gonna have some horror elements, but they're certainly not as, outright as Eternal Darkness is. That being said, it probably will share some themes later down the line, if any of my theories are correct. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I combined the
I
lighter
prefer
with
to smoke outdoors.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not the answer then. Yeah, I might not be able to do a whole lot then to get her out of here. I'll try talking to her more though.
Again?
Maybe I can
No
just-
thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Alright. I'm gonna say I honestly think I'm gonna have to come back here. Oh, wait! What if I'm an arsonist? What if the plant was on fire?
I don't want to burn that.
Ah. Well, do you want to burn these?
I don't want to burn that.
But come on, you already kind of said you did, actually. I mean, fine. Oh wait, I mean, you've acted as a distraction before.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies.
Oh, yeah.
And that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I know it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act.
I love the
I'm
dialogue
sure.
in this game. It's
I'm gonna
great.
have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Jacob's Bladder. Always Jacob's
Definitely
Bladder.
Jacob's bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Yeah, do it. She's gonna love this, and this pretty good distraction, eh?
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Huh. That didn't really do anything for me, though.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Alright, so I can't just have him go in. Though, what do I do then?
Hey, doof.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
How about we give the Silence
Probably
of the Lambert a try?
the Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
There you go. Maybe some loudness will help. I could really use a bit of that.
How swell. How I wish I could speak.
Again?
I have so
Nothing.
many things left to say. My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me!
Good idea, but it wouldn't match his symptoms.
Thank you! You've been a great audience.
Okay, so I have to do something to match his quote-unquote symptoms. This one really does take some outside-the-box thinking. I think I'll come back to this one after I check in the other areas, because I might just not have the item I need yet. But at the very least, I have an idea of the puzzle I'm trying to solve. So I'm supposed to do something to that guy to make it seem like he's actually ill. And I already tried to taser him, Oswald.
Hello,
she
Father.
didn't like that.
Greetings, my child.
She didn't
I'm
want
glad
to.
you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Yeah,
Oh, I would
bitch.
never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
So you can stop being creepy. How about that? You know what? Let's just start off with my favorite item.
I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
No, do it. Fine.
I don't need to show him. Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
It was the work
Hey,
of the devil,
NTF,
I'll say
how are
that
ya?
much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
I don't know.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father.
You should have done
Joseph
that.
made me realize my sinful pride, and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
I don't know. So, given what I think of this church, sounds suspicious to me.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
Alright, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what
I think
caused
that's
this
just
change?
kind of standard
Not a clue.
for high school.
All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
That's not okay.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Can I find a way to
Oh,
like get
I
me
wonder
in
if
there?
it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even
Would
men like
you?
Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
What do you mean by even men like Charles Wade? That was a strange sentiment. Do you have something against him? I wish I could ask that, because at least to me, that sounded a little suspicious. I mean, especially for a priest. Even men like that need a priest. I mean, that being said, those kind of men are real assholes. I don't even know what he's implying.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers' art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then, she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't
I have
believe the
some
story to be as
ideas.
clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
I think you're
People
evil.
have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Someone who was evil would tell me to not suspect that something suspicious was going on, wouldn't they? I'm gonna boop your evil nose for that one. I don't know what I'm clearly being a little bit on the tired side.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
Curious.
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983.
And then everyone
That's when
left
I
because they
stepped in
realized
to
they were
take leadership
evil.
of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you, the church is still very much thriving.
Or maybe the...
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
You know what? I'm actually half leaning towards... It's funny, I've suspected this guy a lot, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe it really is just his father. Like, maybe his father was some crazy evil cultist guy, but now he's dead, and this guy is just some down-on-his-luck priest who isn't getting anyone because he isn't an evil cultist, and church is stupid. Sorry to be that guy. Except I'm not really.
I don't need to show him that. Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Do you know what this key...
I'm afraid not, my child.
Though he did have an awfully long
I
pause
don't need
for
to
that.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
That makes sense.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Once again, it's funny, I was starting to not suspect him as much, but, like, the way he delayed me on both
That's
of
all I need
those
for now,
answers is kind of weird.
May the Lord shine his light on
Because,
you.
understandably, most people have looked at the key and been like, how would I know what that opens? He's like, he like, thought about it. He was like, he was like, should I mention it? And he's like, no, I obviously can't, because it would be suspicious. Bibles, steal them.
I really shouldn't. They might burn.
Oh. Burn them.
Huh. Even I wouldn't stoop that low.
Ah, okay.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
That's pretty good.
It's an altar.
Well, let's go check out one of these doors. Oh, I should probably,
Locked.
what can I click on? Isaac stained
Impressive
glass
window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
Yeah, that's pretty certain.
A striking resemblance.
Yeah. Guessing I can't use either of these doors without some sort of key.
Locked. Nope, not the right key.
Alright, darn. That's unfortunately not too surprising. Okay, so it doesn't really seem to be... I'm gonna
Isaac Price.
take another
I'm on.
crack just real quick, but I think I've talked to Isaac about everything I have right now. It kind of seems like it, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot else
That's
to
all I
do
need.
here, at least not yet. I'll be back later. Alright, so time to head to the final, the nature reserve. I might have to start with the other one though. Like I might. Oh hey, there's the flower.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I expected to find here.
It's a nice place though.
I need to clear my head.
It's pretty. Whoa, I had a
What
dream
the-
about you.
We've met before, haven't we?
Yeah. I can't have to be a jerk regardless of what I have to say. I guess I'll just call him Mr. Clean because references, but...
I don't think so, Mr. Clean. Unless seeing your face on a bottle of detergent counts.
Always the joker, aren't you, Kathy?
Oh,
Who are you? How do you know my name?
yeah, I don't like this.
You told me, remember?
No.
I
As a
feel
matter of fact, I don't.
Strange. Am I dreaming?
It's the mending. I will try to facilitate.
Mending?
You're not real.
Oh.
I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
What the heck?
Wait, what? How did I get here? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
That is concerning. I could argue that maybe it's the flower. The flower is said to have hallucinogenic effects, but would it be so crazy that just by standing near it, the flower would do this? Though, that could be the twist. Maybe the guy who saw the swirling lights was, like, tripping on flower. Well, I guess I just gotta explore my house.
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
So, hey.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all.
I don't see a reason to ask.
Oh, okay, so it's not like the conversation.
What do you
part.
see
Oh,
in this
wait.
picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conroe Woods.
Yeah, it was
just
taken somewhere in
there.
that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Thanks.
Do you know anything?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
I don't think there's really
I don't want-
anything else to show you relevancy.
Well, gotta go.
Bye, Cat.
Okay, well, at the very least, there doesn't seem to be anything that weird happening in my home. I kind of expected I would go here and, like, weird stuff would start to happen, but I guess I can just leave. Huh. Back to the nature reserve? Question mark?
Hello? Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home. That wasn't here before.
Yeah.
What's this?
I don't even know what to say about that. That was certainly interesting, though. Red man.
A bald man dressed in red. Oh, creepy.
Oh,
A bald...
that one guy, the one drawing all the time, was talking about the nice red man.
Why did someone leave this at the...
Curious indeed.
Looks like a
Can I take it?
It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
Fair enough. If there's really anything I can combine with it. That's, like, all that's here. Yeah, that could be the case, NTF. He could be kind of like the G-Man from, Why am I Half-Life? Yeah, I'm, like, out of it. Okay. So I've gotta figure out how to give the symptoms of one of his stories. The only other thing I can think is smoking. Let's listen to these again.
Hey, doof.
Oh, hi.
Showbiz.
What about-
career.
Give me the run.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid's... I guess it's...
Oh.
Oh.
Not the...
Okay, I think it
Okay.
would be
Bye.
the... I think I just have to match the movie.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
So...
Hey.
I ask you to do the,
How about
the
this?
usual surprises, and then I shock you. You'll look like you're going into a seizure, and then she'll be like, oh shit, I should probably help this guy.
Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
I finally get to use my
Nurse,
taser.
he's seizing.
America.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you should probably fix that. Totally didn't just taser him
Man,
or
I
anything.
feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Ah, I've been waiting to do that all game. I don't know why you're upset. I mean, I do. I kind of actually get it, but I think it was fun. Oh no. Damn, username and password. Oh, fuck.
Rows and
Files.
columns of files. Probably easier.
I don't know.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse. A computer. No thanks. A calendar.
Okay, Password 1991. Username Carlita Mendez. Okay, no, it can't be her full name, so maybe like valid username, but not invalid password. So I think I'm on the right track here. Yes, it did, NTF. I finally got to. C. Mendez, or was it the other way around for them? Wait, oh, that's the incorrect. Oh, it is an incorrect password. What would her password be?
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse. A calendar from 1991. Smoking allowed. Guess this place was expecting plastic. Rows and columns. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intention. No thanks.
I have a disc here. Wait, does this work? Oh, maybe this is just what I needed. See, oh, hey. Though I did guess her name right, but yeah, I don't think there's any way I could have guessed her password without using this. CMET does password Otor Gator. What sort of password is that? I'm trying to figure out if it, like, maybe it's something backwards or something. Medical database. Totally not forgetting the guy's name or anything. I'm also gonna save just in case she, It's not illegal. What are you talking about? What's this guy's name? Charles Wade. If I spelled that right. Yeah, Charles Wade. Here we are. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good, and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks, room 6B. So I can visit him. No. What about myself? No. And I don't really remember any other names relevantly enough. I think that's really all I needed was the one, though.
Rows and columns of...
So realistically, I guess I could just go find Charles Wade. Looks like the nurse is gonna be busy for a while.
It's all right, Claude. Understood, sir.
Huh, so he has security in here.
So, you managed to find me.
Yeah, it didn't make it too easy on me.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break.
Yeah.
Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
that's not what this is about.
As
It's
exciting
personal.
as that all sounds, yeah.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles,
Whoa.
the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
Huh. I
You're
saw
willing to listen to
that sounded
something
like
other
you.
than your own voice? I'm stunned.
Why are you...
I'm Kathy Rain.
I'm super
Joseph was my
confused why
grandfather.
she's so rude to this guy. I feel like I missed something. Am I the only one who feels like that?
You were at the funeral.
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Fair enough, Rep. I mean, I guess I could say that he himself is being a dick, but I can't really say I'm surprised. It seems like he was really, in this case, or even that upset. Like, it kind of seems that he was expecting, like he's kind of hiding from the press, but he was still expecting a journalist to find him, and he might have been a bit of a, like, he might have sounded like he was being a jerk, but honestly, he was being pretty open, where it's like, I'll just, fuck, what do you want? Journalist stuff? You can have that. I don't care.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals.
Yeah?
Mrs. Rain
Well,
accepted the healthcare, but asked me to stay out of everything else.
I don't trust the professionals.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together.
That's pretty
I can't
rad,
even begin to
I
count the number
guess.
of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter, or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I don't know.
It's hardly Grandpa's fault. He did everything he could to set my father straight.
Oh, I never claimed to doubt Joseph's commitment, but I'm not going to ignore his flaws either. Your grandfather often used his heart when he should have used his head.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I believe it is, objectively. But I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Eventually, my company grew much too large.
This is
for us to
interesting.
town
I
and
actually like
moved
this
on.
conversation.
Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was too good at being much of anyone's friend at that point. So, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I don't actually hate this guy. I don't know, he just seems like an old guy to me. An old guy who happens to be dying. Also, my favorite part of this scene is totally just the security guard in this chair that is clearly too tiny for him. But he's just sitting there patiently reading a book. It's not like complaining or standing, and he's just there like, oh, I'm just gonna enjoy my book forever.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for.
Wow.
Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Eloquently put. So, now we're investigating Heartbeat. So this art just, like, has been all over the place. Of course, the mother had it, and then this dude bought it for his wife, and maybe to sell it. I'm not really sure. But either way, then somebody just, like, stole it, and that happened. Anyways, that's good to hear, Rep. It's not just me. Anyways, he was one who actually might
Do you
know.
recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it.
I knew it.
It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran.
Oh.
He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Oh.
Perfect. Thanks.
Huh. Wow, you're clearing up all kinds of stuff. I actually like that, though. It feels like you're, being actually relevant to the story. Like, you know, finding this guy was a big deal, and it actually is a big deal in the game. I'm getting all kinds of answers out of him. It's not just like, you found your target, have a million new mysteries, and no answers.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Another one.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
I'll just be truthful.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
It sounds like
Creepy.
some Elder God
I wonder
stuff
what
to
set
me.
him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
That's the kind of thing that would happen in Call of Cthulhu. You see never-ending circles forever, and you're just compulsed to draw them, or to try and get them out of yourself, or something like weird and crazy.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. but every single painting by an unknown local artist gone.
That is
That
awfully
can't be a coincidence.
suspicious. Yeah.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck.
Probably because
They
they're
found
stupid.
a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right
Yeah,
there.
I know, right?
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
Reasonable enough.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Maybe he'll be
Anytime.
more useful
But I'm
this time
curious,
then.
what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Are they super
They seem
evil?
like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele.
I can respect that.
Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
You know, still reasonable.
He's being cooperative at the moment. I shouldn't push my luck.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, out of everyone I wanted you to stun gun, this would probably be the stupidest, and I don't actually want you to stun gun him. Like, his security is right there. I think I have a pretty good chance of just getting shot if I, like, whip out my stun gun right now.
I don't need to show.
Let's see.
I don't need. Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
That would explain it.
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people questions like that.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, the only clue to what this key opens is the key itself.
I don't need to.
It's kind of very
What do you
random.
see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Fireflies? Really? They're sure as hell not that. Case of painting the future? I don't quite get what you mean.
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering
Oh,
me
you
with
mean
this
the,
nonsense?
art girl? Yeah, I guess if she was painting the future, it would explain why people
I
want
don't
her
need to
art. Well, I think that's all I can imagine you wanting to show him and say to him. Still,
Thanks, Charles.
I
That's
actually
all I
like
need
this
for now.
guy.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
I will, sweet old man. Can I talk to your, security, though? Well, let's look at all your
A private
stuff.
phone. Wade must get special privileges here. Just some boring landscape paintings. Looks like Wade brought some of his old tombs with him.
Cool.
That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day.
Hey,
I'd rather
Claude.
not. He'd crush me like a twig.
But I want to talk to him. He seems so cool. Okay, let's... I'm gonna save for sure, because this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Let us stun gun.
I am not suicidal, thanks.
Yeah, it's reasonable. Do you want some...
I don't need to show him.
Alright. What do you think about
I
this?
don't need-
I don't think she's gonna need to show him anything, honestly.
I don't.
What about the key? And she likes showing
I
that to
don't need-
everyone. No, she does not want to do anything with Claude. You know, that's true, NTF, now that you mention it. That would make a lot of sense. If she was somehow drawing the future and like the world ends, I think I could imagine anyone getting depressed over that. If you know, meteors were to happen everywhere, or elder gods were to happen, I'd be depressed too. Anyways, let's actually go to the police. For once, they're actually supposed to be cooperative with us. That being said, let's talk to Lenny. I haven't said anything to you in a while.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
I'm still... I don't know. You're weird.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Nah, I don't want... Nah.
Okay.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Really wasn't much to say to him. I imagine there's probably more to say to the sheriff.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Better answer him. Also, this guy still has the worst voice leveling in the game. It's super weird, because actually that's been a problem that hasn't continued. Like, everyone else's voice leveling is pretty good. I don't think there's anyone I've had trouble hearing besides Sheriff Dude here. Why is he so fucking
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I barely fucking heard that. I mean, I know, like, it's probably what people said. There must have been some problem with the way they recorded it. But usually I would assume if everyone did their audio recording separately, that they would have been able to doctor up and, like, make his footage make his audio louder. Because, I mean, I don't know. I assume there's pretty much always audio editing on these things. So it's just a little weird. But yeah, there must have been something particular with his that they just couldn't fix it.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny!
Yes, boss?
Get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86?
Yeah.
On it, boss.
Did it. I'm actually just getting handed some
Kathy.
files.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh. Let's read up on this. The alarm in the Wade estate is triggered. The house is empty at the time, and the neighbors contact law enforcement. Officers arrive at the scene. Several broken windows can be observed. A sweep of the estate and the surrounding premises reveals no trace of the perpetrators. A single witness identified as Franklin Goldfarb. What a name. Reports seeing multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime. Charles Wade arrives in Conwell Springs to make an official statement. After examining the house, he reports that paintings with an excess value of lots of fucking dosh have been stolen. The art in question, well, that's a lot to me. 1,500. I wish I had. Wait, not even. That's 15,000. Not whatever. Yeah, exactly, NTF. It is very blatant. The art in question has not popped up yet in any circles that are known to deal with stolen goods, terminating the investigation due to lack of leads.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
Alright. Looks like I have a new, lead. Sort of.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kath.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
It's because you're dumb.
I'll hang on to it for now. Well,
See ya.
Hate to be that guy, Lenny, but you've been pretty useless. Well, you're the sheriff. Do you have anything
Hello,
to say
Sheriff.
about Goldfarb?
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Never heard of him. Anything else?
I'll hang on to it. That's all for now.
Good.
Yeah. Fair enough, NTF. I think all of us could use a nice 15,000 in our lives. That would be amazing. So, if awesome bum guy isn't in here anymore, who is? Answer is no one. Alright, well, that's pointless. I'm just gonna go then. I'm gonna just visit the cemetery real quick. I doubt I'm gonna get anything out of it. Actually, I'll check around the gravestones, see if any of them say Goldfarb or something. Probably won't, but you never know. I mean, this is just a bunch of names. There's no telling when I could randomly stumble across something. I mean, that mausoleum outright is just going to be relevant. I can almost guarantee it. Because it's a weird detail otherwise.
The grave? I'm gonna...
Okay, well, that was pointless. As I guess I should have expected. Let's go actually talk to people. You know, in fact, I think I'm just going to... They already sacrificed everyone in the jail. Yeah, I guess it is pretty amazing, to come to think of it, that literally no one is in jail right now. They probably did sacrifice them. I'm gonna go ask, oh hey.
I don't have anything else to say to her.
I'm just curious what happened to the bum. Like, did he die? I know he didn't. That would be weird. But, like, I want to hear more of his story.
I sure am.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you're the one that I think it makes sense to ask about.
I had some more... Do you know who Franklin Goldfarb is?
I'm not familiar.
I got the police...
Good.
I have a few...
Excellent. Let me know what you come across.
Damn.
Thanks,
that
Charles.
was not nearly as useful as I had hoped to be, perfectly honest. I'm also, being me and starting to feel tired, though I'm also having fun with this stream. That being said, I'll probably stream until the end of this in-game day. Like, as soon as I actually figure out what I'm doing and move on further. That being said, actually, the lakeside cabin, I guess it makes sense to go ahead and stop by. I wonder if I'm gonna have to have smokes with the lady again to make her not be a bitch to me. Or if she's just gonna let me in and we're actually gonna talk this time.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Okay, good. She's just a friendly person to me now. Gotcha.
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Committing suicide. Oh no. Nate's gonna go crazy too and die. Probably. Oh no. I found the other half of the drawing.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
Yeah. There we go. I knew that was relevant. At least that's something done here already. Okay, does that just zoom in on that? Yeah, it's nothing I really need to know. Okay, let's see. Then I'll just ask
a few more
stuff.
I don't need to ask. Did you know that somebody stole Lily's paintings from Wade?
Huh? I knew he got robbed a few years back, but I thought he still had them all.
I don't need to ask. Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
You mean Goober? Nobody calls him Franklin anymore.
Oh, that's Goober's real name? Gotcha.
That would explain, like, his first name is fine, but I guess that's why they would call him Goldfarb. So we actually need to go back and talk to him again.
Do you know who the Red Man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The Red Man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the Red Man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Nuff said.
Alright, if you say so. Oh, do you know anything
Do you know anything about this flower?
Yeah.
Sure. Smoked it a few times back in the day, before it was endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched this stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
Alright.
Well then.
Did you know that somebody's...
Huh. I knew...
Sue, what?
My God. That looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Wow. Really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo. But the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red.
It's actually pretty
There were
cool
probably other
sounding.
details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds
pretty.
captivating.
Yeah.
Wish I could have seen it.
I agree.
I was pretty
Yeah, okay. I guess I won't try and stun gun her anymore, even
I think I'm
though
gonna
I
shoot.
still think it's really tempting myself. So the Red Man seems to be an important detail to ask people about.
It doesn't belong.
That being said, I don't actually know who to expect would know anything about that. It'd be nice if I could find Goober again. He wasn't outside the clinic, I don't think. Well, she said Nate's out by the nature reserve. Well, never mind.
It's endangered.
It's kind of funny that while it's endangered, I can just sort of find it there. But I guess it is a nature reserve for a reason. Maybe the church has something to say. Like, hey, have you ever heard of somebody called the Red Man?
Hello, Isaac. I've got a few more
Is he
questions
anything
for
like
you.
the Slender Man?
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Okay.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade Estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Do you know?
I'm afraid...
Okay, what about the
This
Red
may
Man?
sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus. Surely his rags were drenched in blood as he lay upon the cross.
Nice.
That's not what I meant. I mean someone here in Conwell Springs.
Are you joking? I haven't seen a person like that, no.
That was also an interesting response. But thanks for shoving the Jesus down my throat.
I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
I want to, though.
I don't need to. I know he's hiding something, but... That's all I need.
May the Lord...
It's an altar.
Well, that was pointless. Aside from continuing to make that guy more suspicious, which they certainly did. Have I gone back to talk to Grandma about all this? I might as well, right? I don't really think I'll get much out of her, but... if anything, I'll probably just end up going back to the clinic again.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk?
Not at all.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
Oh.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental
Oh,
facility.
yeah, that's
Really?
right.
He always struck me as a kind man. Maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man then. Surely he must know something.
I agree.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I
Fair
know
enough.
that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma.
You know, I should probably actually try using the phone after this. Kind of thinking I haven't tried some of these names in that.
I don't see a reason to ask her.
Like Franklin Goldfarb.
Does the name Franklin...
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on about that imaginary acting career of his.
Right. Goober.
I don't know. I still feel bad for him. Something must have happened.
I don't see a reason to ask. I don't want to... I already...
Alright.
Bye, Grandma.
So long.
Well, still, she gave some interesting information, even if nothing super relevant or useful. Alright, let's check the phone books. I mean, maybe he's not actually homeless. The Red Man, surely he has a
result for-
number. Yeah, what a surprise.
No result. I already know that Goober is Franklin Goldfarb. I should just go find him.
Aw,
I got her. Nah.
okay.
Nope.
Well, I guess the phone is not currently the answer. I just gotta try and find, Mr. Bum guy person. So he's probably either in one of the places I've seen him before. That would make sense. So he would either be back in front of the clinic, or maybe he's landed himself in jail again? Oh wait, maybe he's still in the clinic. I wonder how bad my shock to him was.
I need a word.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
You have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
Alright then. So he ran away.
Yeah.
Well, he did say religious. The only I know one religious place so far. Oh yeah, there he is.
Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I like you.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy!
I don't need to ask. I should probably confront him direct. Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade Estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit, spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Oh, my God.
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small.
What? Something...
I don't need to ask. Do you know what this key...
Your heart, Matt?
Oh.
Something small.
Okay.
See ya!
It's a small key.
Something small I've seen those letters on. Can I, like, think about that?
Oh, that guy gave me the... So, Goober's... I wonder... I need to talk... What? Hi, Goober.
Shoot!
Okay, can we go over that again?
I already asked. Didn't I see...
Okay, she'll give me...
I already asked him about that. I should look into the ring with a B followed by another letter. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently?
Okay, B followed by another letter.
Okay.
See ya!
Something small. Something with a B following another letter. It's totally not, like, clicking into place, honestly. Trying to think where that could be. Already seen it recently, so it was today. There wasn't really a lot to look at here. I don't imagine it was here. Wait, maybe now would be the time to go to the cemetery. Yeah, I could look with a gravestone that starts with a B. That makes sense, I think. I mean, this is the only other place I could think of that would have that kind of that inscription. Benjamin Hayward. She doesn't really react to that, though. Maybe I'm on the wrong pathway here. Maybe I'm on the wrong pathway entirely. Benjamin Hayward. I mean, he doesn't even look like he'd be alive during the time of the robbery, I think. 1979. Well, actually, no, I think he'd be alive. I don't know when the robbery happened, but,
I'm sure... I wonder who tried...
Actually, yeah, I have a burglary. When was this? 86. Okay, well, the guy would be almost dead then. Okay. out there, nature reserve. I can only think of home or the sheriff's station, but neither of those just make that much sense to me. So I might as well just start trying.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
You're joking, right?
Oh, never mind.
Wait.
Well, gotta
see ya.
Wait, what?
My trusty Zippo, running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Where did you get the lighter? That's so weird. I already have it in my inventory? Huh, I wasn't expecting that. That kind of just happened. Well, okay then. Hey, do you want to look at my lighter?
Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
Can I combine what somehow?
Hi, Goober.
Shoot!
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive? Bet high? Big head?
Okay.
See ya!
Well, at the very least, I have an idea now.
Hello, Isaac.
I'm only...
Do you know what BH means? It's inscribed on this lighter.
I'm sorry, but no.
I wasn't
That's
sure
all
I was
need.
expecting anything out of you anyways. Well, now I've got to go around and ask people about, BH. Let's go to the clinic again. I want to talk, like, I have more clues. I'll go talk to my good, buddy here. I will say, due to the inefficiency in which I'm doing things, there's a lot more running around and asking people than probably necessary in the game, though, honestly, admittedly, conversations is a big part of the
Back
game, so I
again.
guess it's not that big of a deal, but hopefully you guys don't mind.
I have some more
Whew. That was quite the brain teaser, though, in a weird way.
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on my father's lighter.
My guess would be the Black Hats, a local biker gang.
Oh.
Your father was a member.
Nice.
Of
We have our
course.
answer.
That makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah. The Black Hats.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Not much. They used to stir up all sorts of trouble, but Truman kept them in check.
What about now? Are they still active?
I believe they are, given the incompetence of Sheriff Boyks. I'm sure they're having a field day out there.
I can't exactly
where I can
blame
find
you
them?
for that. Sheriff
Not
Boyks is
exactly.
pretty bad.
They have a clubhouse somewhere outside of town, but that's all I know.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a bunch of old bikers, though. I mean, at least some of them have to be pretty old by now, though. Maybe they don't, the game.
I
might
don't
have
need to
some
ask him.
switch outs. Okay.
Thanks, Charles.
You're well.
So I wonder if I'm just gonna be able to go there, or if I need to like learn more about them, or maybe even contact them via phone. I wonder if you could look that up. I mean, I don't know. If it's an actual building, you can. Otherwise, I guess that wouldn't make too much sense. I guess I could go to the sheriff's station. They might know at least something about that.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the Slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Nice. Okay, thanks, Lenny.
Got it.
You
Thanks.
proved useful for once.
Well,
I
gotta go.
appreciate it.
See ya.
It's good to see you being useful in doing something aside from being incompetent. As much as I hate to be that guy, that has been your biggest use so far, has been tricking you into looking away while I steal your shit. Which, I don't know, just, it's weird. Okay, so it goes along this side. Which actually technically means there's more locations than I realized, if it fills up the entirety of this side and then goes along the bottom. Huh. Well, we'll have to see it. Either way, off to the Black Hats. Also, none of these guys are even wearing hats, so what a weird name for a gang. What a weird name for a gang in general, now that I think about it. It's very dapper for, like...
Sweet butt incoming!
Like hell I am. I'm nobody's property.
You sure? Doesn't she look like a sweet butt? Little slut? I think she does.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Step off, creep.
Or what? You tell your daddy on me?
This is an opportunity.
You think I need my daddy to kick your pathetic ass?
Oh, I love it when they play hard to get.
Let go of me!
Ah, yeah. Stun gun. Stun gun time. America. I love it. I have a real weapon. I'm just using my stun gun.
Just having a bit of fun with this gash here.
I suggest you leash that dog of yours.
Wait, how are you, like, not having a seizure, though?
Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, boss, I'll go. Fuck, that hurt, you cunt.
I mean, I did just tase you, bro. It should hurt.
He'll be disciplined for that.
He better be. I take it you're Bo?
I am. And who are you, darling?
Kathy Rain.
Bullshit. She lives in the city with a deranged mother. Who are you really? Did the Vandals send you?
No, they didn't. I am Kathy Rain.
Well,
prove it.
We have another guy.
I would, but I left my ID back home.
That's convenient. I think I've wasted enough time with you.
I need to figure out some proof.
Well, we have another guy with a voluming issue, so that's fun. Also, I got to use my taser, which I know shouldn't make me as happy as it does, but I mean, come on. It's an adventure game where I have a weapon, and I got to use it as an actual weapon. Like, sure, it's a self-defense weapon, it's not like I stabbed the guy, but it still feels good. It's like, it is an obvious solution to a problem. It does what it's supposed to. Though, it's kind of weird that I don't just have ID. This is an very adventure game problem. Prove who you are, and you can't use real-world, actual methods to prove it, because why would you do that?
I'm barely resisting the urge to rip it to shreds. 100% country music. Be still, my heart. Whew, out of order. My ears are safe. The Black Hats. I suppose the name comes from the old Western trope.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Still kind of high class for bikers, though.
I'd rather just talk to their leader.
Can I just tase them? Can I tase all of them?
I think I've done enough zap.
No. Tase all of them.
That won't convince him.
So very convincing to me.
I think I've done it.
Alright, fine.
I'd rather. That won't convince.
Sure.
That won't convince.
Oh wait, the lighter, obviously.
This proof enough for you?
I'll be damned. That's Brian's lighter, all right. Sorry about the paranoia. We've had some problems with the bandits lately.
I get it. Can't be too careful.
So, that's your ride out there. Corley Motors, right? 78?
76.
You got the same taste as your old man. He always rode Corleys.
Probably the only thing he and I have in common.
Did you set up those mods yourself? Looks custom made for your, small frame.
Yeah, took some time to get the measurements right.
I imagine so. Girls like you don't often ride heavy bikes.
I'm not most girls.
Ain't that the truth? Most girls don't just waltz into places like this, either.
I guess you'd know. Anyway, I had some questions for you in the club.
Go ahead, then. Your old man was a good brother, so I'll indulge you for now.
For now, huh? Well, what if I tase everybody in the room? No, that's dumb. I know tasers don't really work that way. It was fun while I did get to tase people, though.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 1981?
No. We had our differences, me and him, but that's a horrible fate for a man. I'd rather be dead than a vegetable.
So I take it you and him didn't get along.
No, I could write a book about that man. On one page I'd praise him, on the next I'd want to smash his skull in. He could be a real self-righteous prick when he wanted to, that's for sure. But everyone knew he was the real law around here. Truman was a tool. I respected Joseph, and he respected me, but he hated how Brian looked up to me. Joseph always blamed the club for the path Brian chose in life, even though it was just due to him being a shitty father.
You seriously thought Grandpa was a bad parent?
Everybody knew about it. People just tend to forget the bad qualities of men in wheelchairs. Joseph wasn't a saint. He saw everything black and white. He was only kind to whomever he considered to be good by his narrow moral standards.
That's
The ones who
interesting.
wouldn't fit in that small mold didn't get any chances. None whatsoever.
That kind of makes sense, though. I mean, he was old.
Do you know anything about Lily
I
Myers?
know that sounds weird, but it's
Nothing
kind
that
of
anyone
true.
else around here couldn't tell you.
Tell me, how long have you been the president of this club?
15 years now, give or take. EP for 10 before that.
Good. Then you can tell me why you stole Lily Myers' paintings from Charles Wade in '86.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I'd recommend you be careful with wild accusations like that.
Alright. I mean, it kind of seems like option 2 is the only one that actually sounds like it'll advance anything.
Fine. Is there anything I can do for the club to earn your trust?
You mean like cleaning the toilets? Making coffee? I think we got that covered, Cupcake.
Spare me your sexist bullshit. I can take care of business.
I can kill people.
Nothing like your old man, you know that?
I take that as a compliment.
You do that. In any case, I've had enough of this nonsense. Stop pushing your luck.
Alright. I'll kill people though, just you watch.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Church
Oh
of the
yeah,
Holy
maybe
Trinity?
you have an interesting thought on
Pious
this.
man to you. I've peed on churches.
That's a pretty good line. I peed on churches. I wish that I could hear him better, though. Am I the only one really having that? Like, I don't know if it's a huge problem for anyone else. Like, I can hear... I don't even know how the voices compare to mine. But I can hear all the I can hear most of the voices pretty well. But as soon as there's one like him that has bad sound balancing, I just can't... I can barely hear him. Yeah, he's way too quiet. Which is a shame, because that's a great line. But I don't even know how the voice acting is. He's, like, whispering at me. I could whisper, too. I've peed on churches. Probably shouldn't say that on stream.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Black Hats MC was founded in the 60s by my old man, my uncle, and 200 local bikers. Conwell Springs is the mother chapter, and we have support clubs in 6 other locations across 3 states. There's a total of 16 members here, 12 patch, 4 prospects. I'm the acting president of this chapter as well as of the whole club. Have been for more than 15 years.
The law give you any trouble?
It used to be tough when your granddad was around. He and Truman ran a tight ship.
And now?
Now they try, but Boyce and the boy are a nuisance at best.
Huh, interesting.
This may be a weird question, but have you ever met a bald man dressed in red?
I've made a few bald men red. That count?
What?
Care to join me for a smoke, Bo?
Sorry, darling, I'm trying to quit.
What kind of biker are you?
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all.
It would be fun, though.
Hey, Bo, any idea of what this key opens?
You ask weird questions, you know that?
Yeah, well, I've got to find out
need-
somehow.
Do you know what...
Whoa.
What? Do you recognize that?
I saw one of those in my own eyes a few years ago.
Really? Where?
Middle of the woods, near to the city.
Huh.
Those things came from nowhere and gave me this crazy headache right on the plate of my head.
Interesting.
At the time, I thought it was just a nasty case of migraine.
You have a plate in your head?
Yeah, titanium from a shrapnel wound I got in there.
I see. Titanium isn't the least bit magnetic, is it?
How the hell should I know? I'm no scientist.
Do you remember where exactly on the road it happened?
No. Like I said, I dismissed it as a migraine. Didn't pay too much attention as to where I was.
Fair enough.
Interesting indeed.
I don't need to show. Do you know anything about...
Do I look like a floor?
Yeah, a little bit.
Crack me up,
Okay,
I'd-
well, I got
Hey, but-
You ask
something
weird.
interesting.
I don't need... I'd care to...
Sorry, no.
I think
I
that's
already
everything. Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Right on. I have some business to take care of, but make yourself at home.
Thanks, Bo. See you around.
Hey, Brian's girl.
Yeah?
I overheard you. I'm Emmett.
Hey.
The boss man isn't usually that grumpy. He's got a lot on his mind. But I think I may know of a way to loosen him up.
I'm all ears, buddy.
Well, Bo and Brian are the double Bs, as we used to call them. They used to have this drink together. Brian came up with it. He called it a Bloodier Mary.
Sounds like my kind of drink.
Yeah, it's basically a Bloody Mary, but with pig blood instead of tomato juice.
Wow.
I take that back. Gross.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It's just a Bloody Mary, but with a special ingredient added to it.
If you say that special ingredient is blood, I will literally punch you.
No. Brian refused to tell anyone what it was. He only made it for special occasions. It's probably something uncommon, like a rare herb or some kind of expensive spice.
I know.
So
what
let
it
me
is.
guess. If I can produce this drink for Bo, you think you would help me out?
Adventure
It'll
game.
make him remember Brian, which should go a long way. He hasn't had that drink since your old man disappeared. Brian was like a son to him. The boss would have died for him back in the day. If you could recall the good times with your father, he might change his mind.
I guess it could be worth a try. But wait, why are you helping me?
It's a good question.
You're Brian's kid. That means your family. We take care of family.
Alright, Mr.
Well,
Mustache.
how is that drink compared with a regular Bloody Mary?
Tasted a bit more like pepper and had a punch to it. It usually gave some pretty nasty hangovers. Oh, if you had a lot of them, you'd hallucinate some crazy shit. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I knew it. That one
You're
was
welcome,
like...
darling.
This one's pretty obvious. But let's talk to the bartender,
Hey, bartender.
real quick.
Do you happen to know?
You mean a Bloody Mary?
No, this is something different.
Afraid not. I can make you regular Bloody Mary, though, if you want.
Maybe later. I need to figure something out.
All right, then.
I'd rather just talk.
Alright, well... Wait, Emmett, do you have anything else to say? You're kind of cool. I mean, you actually are helping me.
Emmett.
That's nice.
Yeah?
Remind...
Taste and
Okay, no, you are just a side quest man. Man who tells me how to solve my problem because you're a random cool guy. Which I'll accept. Alright, time to go kill an endangered flower so I can make Bloodier Mary.
Sorry, endangered flower, but I really need to make a drink.
Pretty much what I said. I saw a squirrel like that. Anyways. So, do I just go back there? Do I need to do... I mean, I guess I just need to give it to him. It was probably one of the easier solutions so far, but I don't mind occasionally having easy solutions in the game. It's not like it ruins the game or anything.
Hey, Bo.
I'm looking.
I should give it to the bartender.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
makes sense.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Coming right up.
Oh, and add this, will you? Just something I like for flavor. Put it in a blender.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
One
There
Bloody
were
Mary.
some
Enjoy.
technical roundabouts,
Thanks,
but
buddy.
The club will cover that, Jose.
Sure thing, VP.
Thanks again, Emmett.
You got it.
It's, here's hoping it can make Bo a bit more cooperative.
I'm gonna save before I click on that, because that seems like a dumb thing to do, and I'm guessing she's not going to, but I'm curious if I can.
It's for Bo. No.
Yeah, figured. That makes sense, it's just when they didn't give me the option.
Hey,
Turn to
Bo.
the Bloody Mary.
I've got something for you.
I recognize that smell. You found your dad's recipe.
Something like that.
Man, is this a trip down memory lane? I keep expecting Brian to walk in here any second. You know, all this nostalgia is making me remember how much I really owe your old man.
Yeah?
Yeah, so here's the deal.
This
In
is-
86,
yeah.
Carl, my VP at the time, came to me and said he had a job lined up for the club. Some guy had offered him good dough for stealing a bunch of paintings for a mansion. He needed 2 brothers for the job. I was busy with other things at the time, so I gave my permission as long as the club got the usual cut.
Interesting.
Nice amount of cash. I didn't realize it was Wade he had knocked off until I read the paper. If I had known that, I'd advised against it. Wade is a powerful man with friends in city council. There's no reason to piss him off.
Got it.
Makes
So,
sense.
what do you know about the guy who hired you for the job?
Not much. Carl said it was some bearded preacher.
Whoa, Isaac from the Church of the Holy Trinity?
Could be. I don't know who that is. It was a priest. I know that much.
Thanks, Bo. I'm gonna follow up on this right away.
Yeah.
That's it? You're not gonna ask me about what happened to your old man? Not even curious?
Nah.
I couldn't give 2 shits about that asshole.
Bullshit. Don't expect anyone to believe you're that angry with someone you don't give 2 shits about.
Either he's dead or he abandoned me. Do any of those options look appealing to you?
They don't, but you should know that no one from the club had anything to do with it. I meant it when I said Brian was a good brother. He had no enemies here. Not then, not now.
Comforting to hear, Mr. President.
Shut up and listen, girl. I'm trying to tell you something. Brian used to talk about heading to Mexico, about riding off into the sunset and getting away from all his newfound responsibilities. And I think part of him was serious. You deserve to know that there's a chance he's still out there somewhere.
Sure. Let's hope that bastard is living it up somewhere.
Just take care of yourself, you hear?
You too. That day went by fast. I think I'm gonna ask if I can stay the night at Grandma's.
Yeah. Did it go by fast? I feel like this was one of the longest days in game. If I'm gonna be honest, it feels like a lot's happened. But maybe I'm just
Hello,
moving
sweetheart.
slowly.
Hey, Grandma, it got kind of late. Would it be okay if I stay the night?
Of course, dear. Have a seat. I'll make you something to eat.
But yeah,
You're
listen.
the best. I'm starving.
Yeah, you're great, Grandma. But listening to Kathy Rain talk about her dad makes me feel bad. And that night, Kathy dreams. Oh no. More strange dreams. Hey, it's a
see?
kid.
You are both unwanted, both discarded.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Good. Lick the flames, buddy boy. Lick the flames and feel the hatred burn.
That's some weird, kinky bullshit you're doing. I don't think I like it. Probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't tell kids to literally lick fire.
Lily's painting, burning, and the kid from the cemetery. It's gotta mean something.
It surely means something. Man, I'm in a weird place now. I said I wanted to end the stream here, but I'm also having a lot of fun. Yeah, I saw that. There were just a bunch of, like, cogs out the window, too. Like, gears just kind of spinning. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty metal. Like, I don't know, this game's getting really interesting. Maybe I'll keep playing for a while. Or was it Gears? I could have sworn it was... Wait, oh, there was something after I woke up. I actually
good morning.
didn't. Oh,
Hi, Kathy.
What the... Morning. This is... Wow, this is quite the surprise.
You have such a lovely friend, dear. We've been chatting all morning.
What did I miss?
Oh, I have no doubt. She's quite the talker, this one.
You sleep even longer here than you do back home.
Oh, gee, must be the blissful lack of distractions here, E. Can I talk to you for a sec, outside, alone?
Okie dokie, if your grandmother doesn't mind being left all by yourself for a while.
Sure. You go ahead, children. I'll be right here if you need me.
Okay,
Is the concept of personal boundaries new to you?
First I gotta
That's
talk
a
to
rhetorical
Ian.
question, right? Was a single morning devoid of Eileen too much to ask? I'm frankly surprised that I'm allowed bathroom breaks by myself with you in the same building.
I was super bored. Besides, you never got back home last night. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, as you can plainly see, I'm not a corpse.
You could be a very convincing zombie.
Very funny. You can go home now, E.
Fine. I won't tell you what I found in my research yesterday then.
Ugh, I hate you.
I'm so glad you asked. I looked up a few statistics for this county, looking for any anomalies. First off, there's a high number of missing persons reports in the area. That wouldn't be too unusual if, let's say, the county had a high crime rate. But it doesn't. Violent crimes are actually lower than in other comparable counties.
Huh. That's just outright creepy.
Yeah.
It gets even better. It turns out that this county has the highest number of clinically insane in the state. And guess what? Conwell Springs County is tiny. Per capita, the difference to the county in second place is humongous. Over 1,000%.
Wow, that's
That makes
nuts.
some sense. I found out that this cocky person is Loctite at Ingstrom's.
Wow, we should go talk to him, right? He must have some answers.
That's the plan. I should probably fill you in on the rest I found.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna head over there today and confront Isaac about the paintings.
Don't you think it's a bit risky, Kathy? It could just backfire and piss him off.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. Nothing wrong with some good old provocation to make people show their true colors.
You never gave him the picture of the lights, right?
Nah, I didn't want the guy to faint. He sounded pretty brainwashed about the Holy Trinity thing.
And none of the church people know who I am, right?
I guess not. So?
My point is that you grilled the priest good yesterday. You already tried it your way. I'm a fellow Christian. Maybe I could try something different, like make up a cute cover story and pretend to want to join their church. If he still won't trust me, I can show him my copy of the picture. Maybe it will make him open up.
I suppose it would give me enough time to drive back to the city and talk to Jimmy before it gets too late.
Yay! Oh, let's do it! I'm so excited. I can't wait to lie to people.
You know that's a sin, right?
Oh, I'm sure Jesus will make an exception this time. After all, he loves me.
I'm not gonna waste any time then. Let's catch up on the phone tonight.
Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
I can't wait to lie to people. Jesus will make exceptions for me specifically. I know, I'm kind of worried about it. Whoa.
Hello, Jimmy. I've been looking for you.
Oh, is it for real this time?
Yes, this is all very real.
So you're going to ask me about Joseph now?
How do you know that? Who told you?
You did. Every time you came here.
You're not making any sense, Jimmy. We've never met before.
I'm making perfect sense. Everyone says so. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. All bets are off now, Missy. Better buckle up and enjoy the ride. Forget all the rules. No going from top to bottom. No checking off all the items on your list.
This is interesting.
Start by asking me about the young chronicler.
Sure. Before I do that, though, let's make a new save. Let's also actually load, because, would the autosave have it, I wonder? Do I go to bed yet? Not illegal. Let's load from here and see if I can, get a quick glimpse out the window. It shouldn't take me too long, because this game has, like,
hey, Bo.
the ability to skip through dialogue.
Yeah? Got it.
Which is always nice. A very important feature of a game that is mostly dialogue is the ability to skip over things pretty easily. Okay. So I just have to ask Grandma if I can stay here, then I can sleep.
Hello.
Okay. This guy knows too much. Yeah, this guy seems like he'll be interesting, and I am pretty worried about the roommate myself. Hey kid, you wanna lick fire? It tastes real good. It's like a popsicle. Oh yeah, it's the Red Man. The Red Man's watching me. Cool. I guess. Fucking creeper. What an asshole. Anyways, let's get on it.
Do you know what...
No.
Okay, I'm guessing you want to know about...
What do you know about the man in red?
No, that's not the chronicler.
Huh.
What happened?
No.
Oh.
Was Lily Myers the chronicler?
The drowned girl, yes. She saw the loops, the endless possibilities. She found that the branches had all been severed. Nothing but inevitability remained, staring her right in the eye. In the end, she was pulled across the great threshold, just like I was. I was next.
Next for what?
You're not listening. I'm next.
Do you know what happened to my grandfather in 81?
No, that's not me. That's not...
What happened to you, Jimmy? Why are you in this place?
So this works differently.
I'm not. I'm 6 feet under, looking up, watching reruns without a care in the world. You know, Joseph was a beacon. His passing sent ripples traveling in all directions, touching all of us with burning intensity. In my case, resulting in immobilizing guilt. After all, I sent him out there. It was all my fault.
What was? What did you ask him to do?
Be patient. We'll get there eventually. We need to follow the rules. Let's continue, ironically, with the men who break the rules.
So, I have to keep asking you things in the exact order that I'm supposed to.
What do you know about the man in red?
That's not the men who break the rules.
Oh, the Black Hats.
You mean the Black Hats? They're the men who break the rules?
Indeed. Your father broke every rule in the book, did he not?
That's a mild way of putting it.
I feel your pain, but you will be free of him soon enough. I've seen you atop a great pit, dropping the last remaining memento of him into the empty blackness below.
Cool.
Your mother, on the other hand, that's a story with a different ending.
Hopefully a happier
You know
one?
Mom? How is she?
Why don't you see her yourself and find out?
It's complicated. The last time we met was ugly.
Looking away won't make it any less ugly, Kathy.
I know, just not yet.
Very well. Let's go see the man you reunited with his family.
The man I reunited with his family.
What happened to you, Jimmy?
No.
The man in red?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Who is he really?
The collector of souls. The one who beckons and prepares. Some call him a spirit guide. Others, a devil dressed in red. You are doing so much better than the last time. Now, ask me about the first thing you can think of.
I'm guessing that's the first thing on my list.
What happened to my grandfather in 81?
Oh, poor Joseph. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friends, wrong life. An unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. There had to be course correction, Kathy. The house always wins.
This is super
What did you ask him
weird.
to do?
I like it.
I asked him to find the source and
I don't
destroy
really
it
know what's going
for
on,
me,
but I like
for
it.
Lily, for all of us.
The source of what?
Everything. The madness, the betrayals, the limitless suffering.
How would he do that?
I don't know. Joseph had a plan. He had allies.
Allies? Who?
The man in red. Someone else, too.
I found the message you left for Grandpa. You said, "It happened to you too." What did?
Meeting the lights, of course. Don't you have my picture from the night in the forest?
You mean this?
Oh, yes. They felt so warm, so comfortable, luring me in. But when they got close, I could feel my mind split in two. I found myself with one foot on either side of the line, the thin line between hell and here. It felt like breathing through my nose with my mouth underwater. No wonder some sink beneath the surface, never to be heard from again.
Was that what happened to Joseph, Jimmy? Did he sink to the bottom?
I wish I knew. I'm just a man stuck with his ear up against the wall, picking up a word here and there. I am so tired, Kathy. I can feel the lights even now. Endless static in my head, like a TV tuned to a dead channel.
But what are they? Where do they come from?
The cradle of obscurity. The alpha to our omega. The distorted mirror.
Why are you constantly speaking in riddles?
Why do you assume I have a choice? We are nearing the end. Ask me about the misguided faithful.
Is the Church of the Holy Trinity the misguided faithful?
They are, yes.
What makes you call them that?
Isn't it obvious? They believe the lights are divine. The lights are neither divine nor unholy. They are but a twisted reflection of us. The judge and the jury, our innermost child, our greatest fear, everything we long for and desire. It's more than most of us can take. The cup runneth over.
Curious.
How do I stop them?
You must go to their birthplace, their source. You must go to the cradle. It's the only way to save your friend.
What? Are you talking about Eileen?
Oh,
Yes,
no.
she is
Yeah,
being
blindly
claimed.
Tennessee.
She's in great danger. You have to go back, Kathy. Nurse!
I need more than that, Jimmy.
Nurse, help!
that's that.
I need to find Eileen.
Interesting, I can't go to some of the places anymore. Anyways, time to go to the church. Time to kick in the door and kill people. I mean, what?
It's an altar.
No one's here. Oh, this door is unlocked. Mighty suspicious, if you ask me. Anyways, what did you guys think about that? Like I said, I thought it was pretty interesting, kind of nuts.
There they are again, watching my every move in this place.
I like it. Clearly some shit's going down.
I wonder what the church was like back when Father Bill was in charge. William T. Price. So that's Father Bill. Looks more like a businessman than a cult leader.
Yeah.
Just old furniture and boxes filled. Just old furniture. Nothing unusual. Found a large old key in here.
Nice. Okay. That's
Hey,
the kind of
what are you doing in here?
Nothing?
Cut the bullcrap. Where is she? Where's Eileen?
What in the Lord's name are you talking about?
Red-haired girl, I know she came here to see you. Tell me where she is, or I'm calling the cops.
I don't think that's quite necessary.
Breaking and entering, are we?
Just take me to jail. I'll try
You don't
and,
understand. My friend has been kidnapped.
Even though I know he's easy.
Hands behind your back, now!
Ugh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
Better hope that Father Price doesn't press charges.
I want my phone call.
Can't hear you in there.
You are such a fucking prick.
Enjoy your little vacation. I know I will.
Yeah, well, I'll enjoy breaking out.
Well, this
so
blows.
there.
And I smell like goober. Fucking tastic.
Oh no. It'd be funny if Goober breaks me out.
Who knows what that freak is doing to Eileen right now?
Yeah, I agree. I think we for sure
now
need
what?
to...
I don't see how those things...
Maybe
I don't see how...
Evidence bag.
Not a bad idea, but it's just out of reach. Even with the mop.
Have anything stolen my inventory? No, he stole my stuff, of course.
Locked tight.
Well, I see steal, but, you know. Oh. Okay.
Oops.
Well, I knocked that over.
These paper clips might be useful.
Ah, time to be MacGyver.
I don't see anything else that... What a ton...
Oh wait, paper clips. Duh.
These are probably robust enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I still got it. Not perfect, but they should get the job done.
Man, this is one of those puzzles that had a way simpler and more sensical solution than I expected. Just gotta lockpick it. Oh, geez, there's a lockpicking puzzle. It's like I'm playing Oblivion all over again. How does this actually work, though? The game didn't really explain that. Oh, it's about figuring out what order you need to press them in. Okay. I don't think that's quite how it works.
So good.
It was more about timing there. Clearly I'm not the only one who thought that. Either way.
Rest in peace, board. You've served me well.
There we go. That wasn't too hard. So is this my stuff?
Okay, got all my things back. The key I found in the church, too.
Nice. Oh, that's creepy.
Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. sis.
What the hell?
Sure.
That was creepy, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's for sure. I have to get past the juggernaut that is Lenny. Something tells me that that's not gonna be too hard.
Too heavy to carry. Brilliant idea to leave those. I'll need a key.
Oh, Lenny's not even here. How convenient. You know, I thought I would actually have to do something around.
Good thing the bike was still where I left it.
Alright. Well, time to go back to the church. Might as well. I think that means it's time to try the other door, and I bet the key goes to just that.
Locked.
Oh no, it is locked. I just gotta put a key in there.
Nope, not the right key.
Darn, it's not. Huh. Maybe it's the key to the door I was kicked out of. They were deciding what sacrificial dagger to use, probably. I didn't get a chance to search the rest of the room, so maybe it's in one of the other things in here.
Nope, not the right key.
What about the small key I got?
Nope.
No, because that seems like it would go to something like a cabinet.
Oof, no corpses, just a bunch of priest outfits in there.
Steal one.
Nothing interesting in the pockets either.
Search the desk again?
I've searched that already.
Okay. Anything else? Picture, books? Oh, check the picture in the books.
Books on spiritual...
Oh, wait, I saw the lockpicks? Yeah, you're right. Can I use that on
Not a bad idea, but it's not a tumble.
Okay. But I wonder if that means I can use it on the other door then. I didn't really think about that. I just, out of coincidence, I now have the most useful tool for a thief. Good old lockpicks.
I should search the office instead. I don't think there's anything useful in here.
Why? What?
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind. Locked.
I don't think it's locked for no reason, but that must mean there's something I don't have in the other room here. If she's not even willing to search that one. Like I said, what could I be missing here?
Just old. Wouldn't
Steal
be a
the
church.
cross? Schedule? Is there something like sacrifice Eileen on here? No. Wait, did I ever look at that picture?
A photo of a younger Father Bill with 2 boys. Probably Isaac and his brother. I've searched that already. I've searched that already. Just old for... I wonder...
Just to make sure, I did try this on here, right?
Nope. This thing looks ancient. It's old and rusty. There's something inscribed starting with PR. The rest is unintelligible.
PR? I think I've heard that before. PR. I'm trying to think of where. I might need to do some investigating outside of the church before I go poking around in here more. Well, I sure do love checking the cemetery. Actually, well, now that I'm here, I'll check it. But actually, if this does lead me to the cemetery, I probably need a hint to actually, tell me that I need to go to the cemetery, if that makes sense. Because that's usually how this kind of thing works. There hasn't... really just been anything that really happened at the cemetery.
Locked.
Oh, no, she is willing to. Nice.
I did what you asked, Father, but something is different about this one. It's not taking like it should. She may be protected. Yes, we'll just have to wait and see. More souls, then.
Oh.
Yes, they all deserve to bask in the glory of God. Hey, what's that?
Eat this!
Yeah! And again with the freaking...
Eileen?
Oh, that's been such a useful tool. I freaking love it. You okay, Eileen? You don't look so good.
Snap out of it! No, God, it's happening again. Just like it did with Grandpa.
Oh.
What did he do to you?
Well, let's search him for stuff. Yeah, taser.
He had a key on him.
Tasering is fun. Get to steal his
You
key.
won't get away with this. He's knocked out.
Good. He's knocked out cold.
He's had enough. It could kill him.
Perfect. Do it. He's down. He should stay down.
Let's get these ropes off of you. Wake up, E. She's catatonic, breathing but unresponsive.
Like, I don't trust just leaving her here. Do you want to smoke?
I don't think that will help her.
Can I lockpick you?
I don't think...
No, I don't think there's anything I can do for you right now.
I should make sure he's not a threat before leaving.
Oh, okay. Can I, like... Oh, I get it. Get the rope off her. Tie him up.
That should do it. I better go get help before he comes to.
Okay, gotcha. Sun gun on Eileen.
I don't think that will help her.
Not according to Kathy Rain. It's not a good idea. Alright, well...
Alright, we'll take it from here.
Oh, hey.
Should we bring... What's her name? To the clinic?
Eileen, and no, she's not physically hurt. It's just shock, that's all. I'll take care of her. Please, just drop us off at Grandma's.
Alright then, but don't think you're off the hook for that stunt you pulled at the station. Considering the circumstances, I'm gonna refrain from hauling your ass back to that cell. You better not leave town until we've sorted all this out, or you can look forward to a statewide APB. Got it?
Jeez.
That's more than fair, Sheriff. Thanks.
Is it really?
Come by the station when you dropped off your friend. We can take your statement.
I literally just saved someone's life, you fucking asshole. I don't know if it's
fault
so
this has
fine,
happened to
but,
her.
You know, whatever.
No, it's not. You know exactly who's to blame. That vile man behind bars or whoever is pulling his strings. Go there, find out what he knows, and get to the bottom of this.
Kill
It's
them.
too late for Joseph, but maybe she still has a chance.
Well, I'm sure as hell not gonna wait here for her to rot away.
Good. She'll be safe with me.
All right then, I'm off.
That's sweet. I'm liking this game a lot so far, though. It's actually a really satisfying point-and-click game. I know I mentioned that, but like this is a game that I think there's no doubt that I'm going to finish. And it's actually like, aside from maybe a few specific points, the puzzles haven't been too bad either. I don't think I really needed to use the guidebook, and that's fair. Rep. It's been fun having you around, though. Thanks for stopping by.
A small key with a tag attached. Maybe there's a self-storage facility.
Oh.
It looks a lot like the key I found in the attic. Maybe they're somehow related.
Oh. Okay. I gotcha.
I should search the office instead. I don't think there's anything you...
Okay, maybe that just is really a nothing door that they added to make the room more filled out, like the area more filled out. Okay, so I need to go around asking about a storage facility. I haven't talked to the lady here in a while. Might just go ask her. Not really sure why she would know specifically, but I want to talk to her more than I do with the police right now, because they're kind of jerks.
Anybody home?
Oh.
Guess not. Locked. It's a simple tumbler lock.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess that's just inviting me inside. It's time for some sick lock-picking action. Because I'm the best at that. Yeah, nobody can stop me. Master Lockpick Green Bean. I mean, hyperdimensional detective. I'm gonna need to remember I changed my name. So that'll take me a while to get used to.
Very lifelike. Yet another burial ground.
I mean, to be fair, realistically, the tumbler, like, the lockpicking in this game is something I'm not sure how I feel about. It's not really... It really is just trial and error, but it's easy enough and kind of reminds me of Oblivion, so I'm having trouble being mad on it. I'm mad about it.
It's an early painted...
But, realistically, there isn't a lot of, depth to it. You just kind of try it a bunch. Okay, is there any actual reason I did that, though?
Nice view of the... Yet another... Very... That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red man. A bald man dressed in red. Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy?
Wait. I can do things with the picture. But I don't really have any new items.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think I need some more items before I do this. Basically, I broke into her house for no reason at the moment, but I'm sure I'll need to have been in there eventually anyways.
Oh.
It's kind of funny. She won't steal their thermometer for no reason, but she will break in and enter. Like, she'll lockpick the door and just sneak in for no reason. At least as far as I'm currently aware, there's no good reason for that action, but I'm sure we'll figure out what it is later.
Hey, you're back.
I am. You guys want my statement?
Yeah, the sheriff is waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Let's talk, Sheriff. And that's when I found that creep with her tied up in the crypt.
Jesus. I had my suspicions about that church, but I never thought it went this deep.
Yeah.
So
what
maybe
happens now?
the sheriff's not evil.
I'll call the judge and get a warrant. If we find anything else, that bastard won't get away with it.
Okay. Can I go talk to him?
Go ahead. Ask Lenny to go with you if you need him.
Oh, cool.
Will do. Thanks, Sheriff.
Man, you're finally being less of an asshole. Like, maybe I am less angry about you insisting that I, like, give statements and stuff.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
All ears.
Good. Man, this guy really turned around. I was not expecting that.
Do you know anything about a weird bald guy dressed in red around here?
What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's not too
They already arrested Isaac. There's nothing more to say.
Alright.
I don't need to ask him that.
Oh, wait. What? Could be useful.
I probably shouldn't. Huh. As fun as it would be to rub my escape in his face, it would only get me into more trouble.
Alright, so
That's all
not
for-
a whole lot, not a lot more to talk to him about. Hey, Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Can you tell me about us?
They already arrested.
Can you tell me about this?
Nah, I don't want to.
Okay, who
Well,
do I
gotta
talk
see
to
ya.
the storage facility about then? Well, whatever. I'm just gonna waltz right in and, like, stun gun this guy for the hell of it.
Hello again, my child.
I hope you enjoy that cell as much as I did.
For a man of faith, this is a room fit for a king. Speak what you will. I have all the time in the world.
Wow. You're a fucking piece of shit. You don't even sound, unsurprisingly for a crazy evil cultist, you don't even sound slightly, like, sad that you attempted to murder a young girl. Well, not, you know what I mean, like a fucking teenage girl.
Did you have something to do with what happened to my grandfather?
Anyone.
Alas, I did not. At the time, I wasn't enlightened, and neither was my father.
But Grandpa showed the same symptoms as Eileen.
Then he was claimed by God, without my guidance. Praise him.
You probably killed other people too. Can I just,
I'd
like...
love nothing more, but I need to figure out
Glad we agree, at least.
what do you really know about Lily Myers.
Oh, the drowned girl is a conundrum. In life, part prophet, part mender. In death, ascended, united with the holy conduit.
Why did you have Lily Myers' painting stolen?
Because Charles Wade isn't a man keen on sharing.
Fine. Let me put it this way. Why did you try to get your hands on the paintings?
Lily was special in God's eyes, a chronicler, a bestower of wisdom. As an emissary of God, it was my duty to unlock the divine knowledge in her work for all of mankind.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary? Clearly kidnapping isn't out of the question.
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger picture, the greater good. One day you'll understand.
I doubt
You are
it.
quite obviously brainwashed. I'll stop you, if it's the last thing I do.
You can try, child. I have God on my side.
Well, God didn't stop you from getting tased. That was pretty sick.
Who is the man dressed in red?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about him?
Certainly, but that knowledge is not to be shared with unbelievers.
I'd love nothing. Tell me what you did to my friend, Isaac.
I offered her to God, and the Lord accepted her with open arms. She is part of his world now.
You're not talking about a Christian God.
Of course not. I'm talking about the old God.
I knew it.
Slumbering in the darkness beyond.
What are you saying? You offered Eileen's soul to this God of yours?
She is but one of many. I guided them all to the stairs of judgment.
Wait, so you were responsible for all those people disappearing? Going crazy?
All I did was bring them face to face with God. If they chose to reject him, they were beyond redemption.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right, NTF. That kind of seems to be the case. The titanium in his head saved him from the insanity of whatever these things normally do.
I don't need to ask him that.
Well, I thought he'd be the one to ask
I don't
about
need to
the
show.
storage facility.
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't need to show. You know.
Oh, yes. A link to the divine. They help by preparing the body for unity with God.
So, you've drugged people with it?
Such a crude choice of words. It has been one component of my sacred work.
That's why they're endangered now, because you keep using them to drug people. You're not a very... For someone who claims to be man of God and all, forward thinker and all this, you're not a very forward thinker, considering these plants are dying unless you have a secret garden of them.
What do you see in this photo?
The sign of God. The conduit.
Conduit of what?
Oh, you'll know soon enough.
I'd love nothing. I'd love.
Soon enough.
I don't need to show. I don't need.
there's anything actually, no. He is a man of elder
I'm
gods.
Good.
Yeah.
Now go repent, sinner.
Kill you one of these days.
Nothing else. That was
Fucking bitch. Can I torture you?
too heavy to carry.
That'd be cool if I could, though. What if I could, too? Hey, Lenny, can you go, like, punch that guy in the gut for me?
Hello, Kathy.
I know, that's what I want to do, NTF. That's what I was trying to do. She won't let me,
I probably
though.
shouldn't. Hey, Lenny.
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid.
Oh, hey.
I remember being sick and delirious for days.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Ew.
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
Alright.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Not really too relevant now, but it's
Do you know?
I have no idea.
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Well, gotta
see ya.
Okay, then, I guess maybe I can ask, Grandma about the church? Because so far, I haven't had a lot of people I can actually talk to about it. Well, like, not the church, the, storage facility. I would have figured...
Any change?
Sad.
Oh, maybe it's just something I check on the phone. I'll try talking to Grandma first.
There are a few
since I'm
things
already
I need to
here,
ask
but-
you, Grandma.
Very well.
How is she?
The same. Don't worry about us.
I don't see a reason. I don't need. I don't need.
Okay. So you don't need to show
Okay,
her
good luck.
anything, basically. So I'm gonna go see if I can just call the, like, find a storage facility in the phone books that I can go to. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I guess it would make sense, but I
Okay,
thought I
there's a
needed...
place in town. Got the address. I should head over there.
Like, see, that's the kind of thing where I assumed I needed more details than just generic storage facility. Yeah, she really doesn't like asking around. I guess that was my tip, that I'm supposed to just look it up, but the game probably could have, like, portrayed that a little better, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. I mean, in the end, I still feel like I got information out of talking to people, even if I didn't get the exact information I needed out of talking to people. Which is something I appreciate in this game. I actually think they've been doing that pretty well.
I can't open it with. The door is open.
Okay.
Storage.
What was this key for again? I want to say it was like B or something.
A small key with a.
Oh, A5, so it's just the first one. Easy. Whoa, this just looks like a mess. Oh, right, the paintings.
A bottle of. This might come in handy.
Sure. That's mine.
He must not have wanted anyone to learn the secrets of these paintings. I don't believe this. They're ruined.
Yeah.
He must have used that paint thinner on the paintings. That
Looks
means there's
like
only a
it's-
single painting left. The one in the cabin.
Oh, maybe I need to use the paint thinner on that, though. Light switch, huh? That doesn't really seem to do anything for me. Okay, well, I don't know what door this goes to. I guess
Doesn't
I gotta
fit.
to fucking try it on everything. Oh, well, that didn't take too long. Nice. So, what do we have in here? A lot of junk.
Nothing useful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too surprised that Mr.
Just some old
worship an
newspapers and
elder
those.
god went a little bit crazy.
Empty.
Okay. Anything in any
Found a
of
tape in
these?
there.
Oh, nice.
There's also something else.
What's that? Something
Custody
rad?
appeal form. For me? July 15th, 1981. I don't believe it. He tried to get me back from my mom. Right to the very end. Pull yourself together, Kathy.
Yeah. Sadly, that is really sad. Sadly, I agree. There's little time to venture into your tragic past.
So that's where
when...
Grandpa's old uniform went. I wondered why I didn't see it in the attic.
When we have a much more tragic future to prevent from happening. And we sure as hell will. I'm gonna make sure Elder Gods don't happen no matter what. If I can.
This is Joseph Rain. Operation Log, Part 4. August 8th, 1981. The area appears to be circular with along the outer perimeter. I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature. Find the source. By severing the link, perhaps I can save them. Jimmy and all the others. Reoccurring dream.
I've been having those.
I'm standing in front of a huge black hole in a clearing in the woods. There's a man dressed in red, urging me to jump. I'm afraid to, but I take the plunge anyway. For some reason, I don't think I have anything to lose. As I'm falling, I reach for the parachute cord, but to my horror, there's nothing there. That's when I wake up.
Curious.
Operation Lock.
Certainly interesting, though. I don't actually know what that does for me at the moment. Surely there's a clue in there aside from just some cool story stuff, but I can't really say I actually know what that is. For now, though, the paint thinner seems to be the relevant piece of the puzzle in the most silly way possible, in that I'm going to go into this lady's house and throw paint thinner over her, like, daughter's, painting. 'Cause why not? It'll solve the mystery. Somehow, probably. I don't know. Let's see. Let's do it.
Sorry, Sue.
I'm sorry, too. Whoa, what?
A hidden picture.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's Nathan. He's holding a girl underwater. It must be Lily. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Lily wrote a suicide note, so either she planned this or saw it. Nathan is drowning Lily in the lake.
So people, someone called it, she, like, and that has been continuously led
Nathan
to,
is...
like, continuously said that indeed, oh, hi.
Nathan?
Yes?
I know about Lily, Nathan.
I like Lily.
Nathan, tell me what happened the day Lily died.
I don't know.
It's okay, Nathan. I'm a friend. I know the Red Man, too.
You do?
Yes. He told me to ask you about what happened to Lily. He said that you would tell me the truth. because you are honest. You're honest, aren't you, Nathan?
Lily was angry that time. Angry and sad. Mostly angry.
Angry with you?
Angry with everybody. Mama was asleep, Papa too.
Okay, what happened next?
Lily wanted to go down to the lake. She told me to hold her under the water for a while. She said I had to. She had painted it, and everything she painted was supposed to happen. I didn't want to, but Lily said she would tell Mama that I was bad if I didn't. But the Red Man says it was an accident, and that Lily is in a better place.
It's okay, Nathan. Lily was sick. It's not anyone's fault. When did you first meet the Red Man?
I don't know. I see him in the woods sometimes. He and Lily always fought.
They did? About what?
He wanted Lily to take her medicine.
What kind of medicine? Pills to make her less sad and angry?
I don't know. Just medicine. But you know what? It's okay. I still talk to her all the time.
You talk to Lily? And she talks back?
Yes.
Take me to her, Nathan. Take me to Lily.
You promise not to tell Mama?
I won't. I promise. Take me there.
Okay.
Alright. And off we go. On a magical adventure. I'm like really getting into this. I don't know how much longer the game is, but assuming it's not too much longer, I would totally be down to try and finish it. Whoa.
Get away from them, Nathan. They're dangerous.
No, they're nice.
Look!
Maybe they can't affect him for some reason.
No.
Poor little Mender met her end, witnessed so much she could not comprehend.
Sick rhyme, bro.
Claimed by the lake, she screamed to her god, struggled for air as she twisted and clawed. But all was in vain, and her cries went unheard. 'Twas a heartbreaking theater of the absurd.
The face is absurd.
There, you're being dramatic. No pain, no gain. At least that color looks good on you. Astute observation, Bill. This room does hold the key. Well then, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
What about bars? I don't get
Jesus.
it. Hopefully, like, nothing happened weird on the stream there.
Nathan? How long was I out?
That was super weird. So it's been making people see all sorts of crazy shit, I guess. Is he back at the lakeside cabin? Doesn't really look like it, no. In fact, it looks a lot like no one's here, but I'll check inside just in case. That being said, I mean, isn't anyone gonna look at that and say that's mighty suspicious looking? I wonder why there's a picture. Yeah, I have a feeling too, NTF, now that I'm hearing more and more. It kind of seems like her grandfather, actually totally wasn't part of the cult. It kind of seems a little more like he was fighting the cult, which is, you know, maybe something I should have seen. That's pretty, Cthulhian. Pretty much something I would expect in this sort of game. Where the heck should I go, though? I'm really unsure. Oh, you mean his fault? Yeah, that guy probably didn't either. Let me look at my notebook. Do I have anything really relevant?
There must be some way of saving Eileen. Oh, that guy gave me the creep. I don't have anything. Something was special about that girl. What really happened?
The White Room was the church. Yeah, that's true. I don't have any new items. Oh! You know what, Rep? I bet you're right. I bet I used the paint. I mean, it's still in my inventory. I bet I used the paint thinner on the painting of Billy. Oh, that makes so much sense now. That's why that happened. Or maybe I just moved it. Well, whatever. I thought he was paint thinner on it.
There's also a poem here written by Father Bill. I copied it to my notepad.
A poem?
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it. I'm sure...
Okay. I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord. My wife gazes down as my sons stand below. As 3 dawns felt warmth on my skin. Their radiant bronze lay nearby, not within. From east to west I touched every soul. From lasting to brief, their parts made me whole.
I'm sure there's a hidden...
Now, what could I need to use
I'm
with
sure...
these?
I'm sure there's a hidden... I could always try guessing. Most people use numbers they can relate to, like important dates to them. An electronic There's a poem here. There's a poem. Just old furniture and box. I've searched that. The code to the safe, Father Bill mentions his wife and children. Maybe there's some connections to his family?
Maybe I need to talk to Mr. Crazy Pants again. And he's the one we currently know of, who's a children of Bill. Curiouser and curiouser. Well, I'll try it. I mean, I don't really know what else to do with the poem. Because she makes it pretty clear I don't have the complete version here.
I read your father's poem, the one behind the painting.
What are you talking about?
You don't know about it?
Why would he keep that from me? Your lies are getting tiring, child.
I read your...
What are you...
You don't...
What? You're...
Alright then.
Why did you just...
Is that what you think I did?
They looked pretty ruined to me.
Like an ignorant child, you look only to the surface and not on what lies hidden beneath.
Are you implying that the paintings contain...
Lily was special in God's eyes, as an emissary.
Well, I already know that, so that doesn't really mean much to me at this point.
I have...
How's my... I
I'm done.
don't really have any new things to tell people about. I have this poem, but I don't really know in what what to do with that. I'm trying to think.
I don't want to show...
Okay, let me listen to this again.
I shouldn't mess around.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
I shouldn't mess around with a recorder in here.
Oh, okay, that's why she doesn't want to. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he was a religion guy. Maybe just, like, it's something from the Bible.
That combination makes no sense.
Well, fine then.
That action does... locked. I should search the office instead.
This one I'm not entirely sure
I'm
about.
sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to... I'm sure...
I just wish I had any idea what the part I'm missing to make sense of it could be. Because I'm not entirely sure. I might, It's funny that I can keep rolling the screen for a long time, too. A cemetery, maybe? I don't know why it'd be a cemetery.
In the text, Father Bill's family members are used as reference points. Could he be referring to the physical layout of the graves?
Oh, okay. There we go.
I copied the grave layout to my notebook next to the poem.
Sorry that I was kind of silent there for a while.
These
guys.
graves
I was,
must
like,
somehow
trying to think
correspond
hard
to
and-
Father Bill's poem. Let's see if I can figure it out.
I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord. My wife gazes down as my sons stand below. So Bill... I don't know if I'll say that I fully understand this at all. I don't know.
No, that connection does...
The center of... In the center of the mark of the Lord. Wait, I just had an idea. In the center, maybe I'm focusing too much on family. In the center of the mark of the Lord, in the center of a cross.
Of course! The sign of the Lord! Some of the graves can form the shape of a cross.
Nice.
Now, if I can only figure out which dates are relevant.
I witnessed 3 dawns, felt warmth on my skin. Their radiant bronze lay nearby within. Yay, I did it. Let's see. Okay, now let's see if I can actually do this one. Probably...
Three dawns should be 3 birth dates, but I'm not sure if those are the right ones. 3 dawns.
Well, at this point, I can kind of guess a little bit. Be that
Yes,
asshole.
that must be it. 3 dawns mean 3 births, and they're all adjacent to Father Bill's grave. I'm sure I'm close now. I just have to somehow narrow down these to the correct number of digits.
Okay, so it's all relevant to location once again. I'm thinking too hard about the idea. From east to west, I touched every soul. From lasting to brief, their parts made me whole. So I have to figure out numbers. This one's harder. I'm gonna guess it'd be...
No, I'm pretty...
something like that? Let's see, how much... Wow, I can, like, go nuts with this one. These are hard, man. This puzzle in general... I feel kind of bad. I kind of cheaped out the second bit, too. Though it was pretty easy, too, and I'm bad at puzzles. 61... I'll try that. 611304.
I'm sure the year is correct, but I think I messed up the format for the day and the month.
Format for the day and the month. What? Okay, so 16-1 isn't right. 61 isn't right, but 1304 is right. $11.22. Oh,
lasting to brief. Year, month, day. That's gotta be it.
I don't get it. I'm sorry, I actually don't get it. So it's 611122, but why is it that? Names from right to left. Wait, that's it? Year, then month, then day. Alright. Alright, good night, Cup. I'm surprised you can go to bed. I just... I feel bad. I, like, didn't solve most of that puzzle, to be honest. But I think that was a legitimately hard puzzle. I don't know. There was a lot of things to go. Yeah, a lot of progress has been made. Honestly, I don't think... That's fine, though. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna finish the game today as much as I want to. I don't know how much longer. Because I'm just, like... I don't know how long it's, No, it's fine. Like, I'm glad you're helping. I honestly would not be able to solve that without help. I would not have figured out most of that.
Tape in there.
Throwable pages, huh?
Father Bill must have wanted to hide.
Yeah. Let's Let's read this. I'm sure you're super excited to read the Bible, aren't you, Rep? There's nothing you would rather do. The mending is in the sacred unity with God, and the only way to reach true salvation. The Crimson One finds lost souls on behalf of God, unshackled by time. He guides them and bestows wisdom upon them. He grants them dreams and visions, preparing them for the mending. Man, this isn't nearly confusing enough. I don't know if I can believe this is from the Bible. I can actually read this. The living menders must then descend upon the stairs of judgment. Each step reflects a piece of their soul. Then they must face their shadow self, a servant of God who will oppose them at every turn. Man, I love shadow matches. Lastly, the menders shall perform the holy sacraments. The 3 holy sacraments. To unite with God. The 3 holy... Yeah, they must be performed. The atonement of the mother. The absolution of the father. The contribution of the son. For the son. Yeah, I didn't think this was actually from the Bible. I guess this is some alternate universe Bible. God shall then gaze upon the mender, weighing their heart. The worthy shall be cleansed of sin and be allowed to reach sacred unity. FB? Oh no! Steins Gate all over again. FB? I feel like most people here wouldn't understand that. I fucking love Steins Gate though. The damned shall have their heart consumed and be cast into the abyss. JC plus LM plus LJR. The Crimson One. Ooh. It's fancy. Let's pop this baby in.
This is William T. Price. My visions concerning my sons are troubling.
They're assholes.
I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe, should these predictions come to pass. I've hidden it so that only the true agents of the old guard, selected by the Crimson One, may find it. Now, heed these words. You must stare into the abyss and let the abyss stare back into you.
No, I think
it's the only way to cleanse yourself of sin and achieve true salvation. May God be with you.
I don't want him to, though. He sounds like a jerk. I'm gonna be honest.
My vision.
Okay. So now I have that hint, and I can ask people about the Crimson One. And just to make absolute certain, you still don't want to do this, right? Like, this door is not relevant and is
I should search the office.
Yeah.
It's an altar.
Okay.
I really should. That action doesn't seem...
Fair enough. Hey, I can't go to the sun. There's a lot of things I can't go to anymore. Crimson One. The Elder God edition of the Bible. Yep. That's my favorite. I don't really... Once again, I'm at that point of I don't know where to go. At least the game does a good job of making sure there aren't too many irrelevant places to go. I don't know what FB is, or what the other thing is. Oh.
Hi, Grandma. Listen, I found something in this storage unit.
Oh? What was it?
Custody papers, with my name on them.
I was hoping you wouldn't have to see those.
I need to know what happened, Grandma.
Sharon was never a good mother to you, Kathy.
I know. It was the illness. She tried her best. It wasn't all bad.
You don't know the despicable things she and Brian did. Drugs, violence. We wanted something better for you. Joseph started talking to lawyers, staying up late at night on the phone, trying to find a way, some kind of loophole to get you back. But eventually we ran out of courts to appeal to, and your mother retaliated with a restraining order. And that was it. She had won.
I wish things could have been different.
I do too, dear. Every day. Now you're getting me close to tears. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, Grandma.
Man, it's pretty sad. Courts are fucked. I mean, that's not even unbelievable, unfortunately, that, like, a bad mother who does drugs and is violent would still win her child in court, because courts are fucking retarded and always, you know.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Have you heard about someone or something called the Crimson One?
Goodness, dear. You're giving me the chills. I distinctly recall your grandfather mumbling that word in his sleep. Crimson.
He did? After he had the injury?
Curious.
Yes, he rarely spoke at all, but that's the single word I can clearly remember.
Strange.
Indeed.
I found these in the church. Do they mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm not sure, dear. Is there anything in particular you'd like to ask me about them?
Maybe. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck.
Maybe I should go talk to the guy who's like, my father wouldn't hide anything from me. You're lying, heathen.
Like
I'll go to him and be like, well, objection. As a matter of fact, your father was lying, hiding things from you, because you're a horrible person. Just like your father. Except more horrible according to him. But yeah, I mean, it's probably names of people, or something. I just don't really know in what, like, relevant capacity.
I have more things to say to you.
Speak what you will, godless one.
Look what I found in the church, Isaac.
Come to gloat, have you? I see that you've added stealing to your list of sins.
Honestly, I just want to understand. What does it all mean? The mending?
I don't believe you're sincere for a second. I will speak of this no longer.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we...
By any means necessary?
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger...
You are quite obviously brainwashed.
You can try, child.
I thought I already said that to you, though.
Who is the Crimson One?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so...
Certainly. With that knowledge...
I already asked...
Darn it. Well, that ran...
I'd love that.
That ran down pretty fast.
I don't need to listen to this, Isaac.
Oh.
What is this?
My visions concerning my
Oh,
sons
here we are.
troubling.
Yeah, we get
I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet.
Yeah, your father hates your guts, Isaac. How's it feel?
History of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe.
I don't believe it. Father saw all of this coming. God, have I strayed from the faith?
Yes.
It's not too late to redeem yourself, Isaac. I've met the Crimson One. We're on the same side.
Preposterous. No one has witnessed that apostate since Father's death. I've been north of the lake, but he's nowhere to be found. He abandoned us all, and the divine work now rests upon my shoulders.
You believe that you are carrying out the work of the Crimson One?
Don't think I can't hear that mocking tone of yours. I will speak of this no longer.
He mentioned north of the lake. That's part of Conwell Woods. I'll probably have to narrow it down more, but it's something.
Yeah, that is somewhere I can go.
Father, have you abandoned me?
Yeah.
I will atone for my sins. I swear it.
I don't know what your plan is.
God have mercy on me.
Hopefully you commit seppuku. That'd make me happy. I don't know how you're gonna do it in the cell there. I think those are kind of made so people don't commit seppuku. You don't really get any sharp objects. But still, I totally think you should. Yeah, exactly. Too many sins to atone for. I don't think you can manage it all. I think you should just end it now. North. I believe, or is this just generally north of the thing? Oh, is this gonna be one of those lost? Oh no, I gotta figure out directions here or something. Oh, this sucks. Not usually one of my more favorite puzzles here. Yeah, and then I get lost.
What the? How did I get back here? I must be going in circles.
Yep. If I keep going east, I'm gonna guess that I have to figure out how to navigate here somehow. The question is how. Oops. Who would know how to navigate a forest? Maybe Grandma could just tell me? Or maybe Nathan could tell me, actually? It's weird that I walked out beside my motorcycle. Wait, or maybe... No, that's not right. Only tasting the crazy forest did something? That would be interesting. I'll just make sure while I'm at it. No new notes, and let's... Whoa, what the fuck? I don't think that's supposed to happen. When I trigger that, is it gonna keep happening? No, no. Hey guys, I found a glitch. Those are kind of rare in point-and-click games, because these games are pretty straightforward, at least from my experience. They're pretty rare. Yeah, he's going into the scene. I'll never be able to stop him now. He'll be forever watching me, just like the Crimson Jesus would want.
Standard
Let's see. Oh, it went away. Well, I guess the game realized that wasn't right. Whoops. It's pretty funny.
This is Joseph Rain.
Okay. Just
Operation Log, Part 4. August 8th, 1981.
Amazing, though.
The area appears to be circular with... along the outer perimeter. I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature.
Right.
Find the source. By severing the link, perhaps I can save them. Jimmy and all the others. Reoccurring dream. I'm...
Yeah. Going over that. Who to talk to? Oh! Wait, yeah, he did mention temperature. Shit. I need that. Thermometer. Kathy, it's time to steal a thermometer. You need to temperature. Maybe, yeah, in fact, maybe the temperature is it. Maybe I have to measure the temperature of where I'm going.
I'll just borrow this for a while.
Yeah, it's mine.
This thing should come in handy if I... The temperature.
Okay, so what was the temperature in this again?
I'm afraid to, but I take... Along the outer perimeter, I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature. Find the source.
Okay, but he doesn't really say an exact temperature. There's just some kind of temperature thing happening. So I just have to go there and I guess kind of figure out what that is. I wonder if they'll like have a thermometer at the side of the screen or something, or keep looking at it. Look at it. There we go. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, to be fair, Rep. It's either move toward or away from the cold. Either way, like, you know, I think for now I'm going to move toward the cold if I can... Oh, does it, like, actively show while I'm in this map, or do I have to change area? Oh, yeah, here. I can actively see it move downwards when I move towards the area I want to go. And it's dropping further. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm gonna be in hell soon. That'll teach the Crimson Man. He'll never see it coming. Man, it must be getting pretty chilly though. Should have brought some gloves or something. Maybe a jacket besides a leather one? I'm not actually sure how, like, thick those are. To be fair, Kathy doesn't... Oh! At her end.
My God. What is this place?
Well, I think it's time to save. Yeah, that seems more accurate.
Met her end. Someone left this message here for me. It's the red scythe flower. Must be... So much for being endangered.
Yeah, I know, right? Smell them. That seems like a good idea.
Intense. Oh, they're making me a bit dizzy.
Whoa.
Greetings.
You again.
Me again.
Yeah.
You better have some answers, Crimson One.
All in due time. Your friend is being claimed by the darkness. She's standing on the brink of the abyss as we speak.
Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes. If you wish to save her, you must descend.
Why? What is down there?
The tribulation, the reflection of the soul. We call it the mending.
Who's we?
My kind, servants of the old god.
To what end do you serve this god? What does your kind actually want?
All we want is for you to take your medicine, Kathy. For you to grow and be happy.
If that's the case, why were all those people hurt? Lily, Jimmy, Grandpa?
You misunderstand. What one wants and what one is able to do are two different things. Happiness is not a one-way street. It cannot be given, only earned. Your grandfather understood that. He embraced it.
Wait, you saw Grandpa?
Oh yes, right here. He was a tortured soul, desperate for some kind of meaning after losing the light of his life. He sought the power below, the vessel of redemption.
But Grandpa didn't make it. He failed. How could I succeed when he wasn't able to? He was so much stronger than me, so much braver.
Is that what you believe? Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think.
But why me? Why are you making me do this?
Because you so desperately need it, Kathy. You're haunted by your past, by all these painful memories long forgotten. They follow you like a shadow, pulling you down. They taint your every thought, impulse, and deep desire. It is foul to us.
This is crazy. I could just walk away, get on my bike and drive, forget I was ever here.
There's nothing stopping you.
Eileen. I can't leave her like that.
It's very Silent Hillish. Gotta face my own, like,
I see now
fucked
why
up,
he speaks
disordered
so highly of
desires. And Elder Gods. Those are important too. Down the rabbit hole, according to achievements, so that's pretty
Surreal.
accurate.
It looks like Grandma's, but different.
Yeah, funny I saw my phone
Hey,
down here.
Where'd all my things go? My pockets are empty.
Oh, hey, that's a cool way of making sure that that's a cool way of making sure that I know that I'm not gonna need any of my old items for new puzzles. You know, it is convenient that they built me an escalator to hell. So can I call people?
No dial tone.
Ah. I guess that kind of figures, doesn't it? I wonder how long the... Oh, wow. It's kind of late. I'm going to go ahead and make an assumption here. Especially with the fact that it's pretty late. I'm going to assume that this part of the game, while pretty much the end of the game, is probably going to go on for a little while. As much as it almost pains me to do so because I am adoring this game right now, I don't really want to stream this literally all night. I kind of want to go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, and I'm sure some people here also need to go to bed. Hint, hint at a certain dragon in the comments. Probably should sleep. But it's still been a lot of fun, and wow, this stream went a lot longer than I even realized. This game is just... This game is getting better and better, honestly. It has its like, strange moments, but honestly, I love it. And I'm glad that I picked it up and I've been streaming it. So thank you all for watching, and I look forward to next time, where hopefully we'll conclude this adventure. Oh yes, and my new thing. This has been Hyperdimensional Detective, signing off.